Such a boomer, you guys. I'm such a boomer. Wait, I should turn on my light too. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome to Breaking the Narrative. I'm totally muted, and I've learned from apparently Gary from Nerdrotic that to be a boomer, nothing else other than being a boomer. So, what's going on, everybody? I'm going to be joined by Anna, that Star Wars girl. I had a way better intro before. Now it's totally ruined. So hi, here we go. I'm here. I'm not queer, but I'm here. Got a lot of stuff to cover. And I figured I'd go into some of the political stuff before she comes on because she's going to be here soon. But I just wanted to really quickly cover a couple of things that dropped today that I was like, ooh, what's this about? But she might not necessarily be interested in this. So I just wanted to quickly hit this topic before she comes on, because we have a lot of other stuff to talk about, including The Witcher, Blood Origin, Henry Cavill, a lot of entertainment stuff, but I wanted to cover this as well. So today, Elon Musk dropped some good, really just spicy stuff, He came on Twitter. Elon Musk says ex-Twitter staff ran a Fauci fan club Slack channel as he blasts former top doc for saying controversial this thing. Research is worth it to study the virus. So apparently in 2012, he wrote a paper on this very fact. And I still don't even know if we can talk about this kind of stuff on YouTube, because now you can talk about it on Twitter. Though apparently on YouTube, they're changing a lot of rules. So I've noticed that a lot of people are getting unbanned on YouTube / if they had strikes from the year prior, like a year ago, in 2020, 2021, if you talked about any of this kind of stuff, it was an immediate strike. So a few people had, for example, Dr. Malone on, who was one of the top doctors that was questioning the narrative of COVID. And he and a lot of other people were silenced, as we saw with the Twitter files dropping about what went down with that. But a lot of people started getting strikes for having those people on their channels. And now, fast forward to now, they are getting their strikes revoked. So the strikes are going away, and Dr. Malone and people like him are being given the expert title now, so that they're basically qualified to give you their expert opinion, even though they always were qualified to give you their expert opinion. But now, having said all of this, now this is the thing now, right? So Elon Musk is dropping some hot, spicy meatballs on us on Wednesday, and I'm here for it because I cannot stand that little troll, that little POS Fauci. I freaking cannot stand that jerk. I'm trying, you guys. It's the holidays. I'm trying not to go crazy, especially within the first 10 minutes of the show. Anna Ray, she's coming. Yes, amazing. That Star Wars girl is on her way. Amazing. I can't wait to talk to her, but this is some big stuff. So Elon Musk made the remarks in a series of tweets Wednesday, following up on a series of posts earlier in the month that disparaged the retired U.S. top doc. Because he did retire. Apparently, he's supposed to, vamoose later on this month. The comments came in response to Fauci's disregard to the Tesla kingpins. The way these people describe, by these people I mean journalists describe this man is hilarious to me. Barbs, which include calls for him to be prosecuted for starting the pandemic. Yeah. How about we do? How about we freaking prosecute that little troll? It would be fun. It would be fun to watch. It would be nice to see somebody get some sort of freaking consequences when it came to ruining people's lives and livelihoods. No matter what you want to say about the jab or whatever you want to call it, either way, that man had a hand in shutting down the entire United States country, the world. People had to lose jobs. People had to lose livelihoods. Kids stopped going to school. Suicide rates, all of that kind of stuff. This man had a hand in it. There should be consequences for something like that, which is freaking insane. Wolfsbane for $4.99. Not all political, but did you hear about Pokimane wants to make a trolling law to punish them? She just can't get over her future ex-husband. It's a gun. No, I didn't hear about that. That's interesting. Maybe I'll talk about that with Anna when she comes on. That's interesting. Okay, thanks for the heads up. So yeah. So this is I'm just I'm so over this dude right here. I'm so over this troll, this absolute piece of shit. So Musk claims Fauci, who has repeatedly denied that COVID was leaked in this place, lied to Congress and secretly funded the research. It's all coming out, you guys. It's all coming out. It's not like Elon's making this stuff up. It's not like he's making this stuff up. This is all coming out now, and it's fascinating. So here we go. This was one of the Elon tweets. Despite these glaring issue, Twitter nonetheless had the internal Slack channel unironically called Fauci Fan Club. Now, again, going into the reporting of this, like for example with the Daily Mail, what the hell? Like, what are you doing? Just putting screenshots of this? Like, we need the actual link to the tweets, which I happen to have because I had to go dig through them to find them. But here we are. So it started with this guy's thread here asking the question, has Anthony Fauci ever lied? It's not accurate or fair to say that Anthony Fauci, the director of whatever, and blah, 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 the doctor is a highly respected scientist and physician who has spent his career working to improve public health and combat infectious diseases. He has ever lied. Like, he's never lied to anyone because he's an angel, you guys. He's an angel. And then of course there was this, that was just hilarious. So then Elon came to drop this giant fact, which is just basically a Newsweek article about how Fauci was untruthful to Congress about that whole situation. New documents appear to show. This is all covered by their own media, which is hilarious on its own. And then he comes to say almost no one seems to realize that the head of the bioethics at NIH, the person who's supposed to make sure that Fauci behaves ethically, is his wife. The person who's supposed to make sure he behaves ethically, but is not, and I repeat, not able to basically throw him under the bus under the United States law, because spouses can't, what's the word? Testify against one another. So isn't that interesting? Mind you, he says almost no one seems to realize. A lot of people did, including yours truly. I actually knew that this was the case. But again, if you talked about this in any shape or form last year or the year before, you would be labeled immediately as conspiracy theorist. Most likely Trump-loving conspiracy theorists, because somehow those two always go in hand. You can't be one without the other. You have to be a Trump-loving conspiracy theorist to even mention the words. Hey, did you guys know that like this dude's wife is the head of the NIH? I mean, it's kind of freaking sus. No, but you would be labeled immediately. He goes on to say gain of function in this context is just another way of saying bioweapon. Some good nuggets in the article. Important to note that Fauci authored the 2012 paper arguing the gain of function research. Obama wisely put this on pause, but Fauci restarted it. Of course he did. Of course he did. Despite these glaring issues, Twitter nonetheless had the internal Slack channel unironically called Fauci Fan Club. That's freaking insane. And I bet community notes are correct. I meant this thread, which I don't think they have. So there we go. That was some really spicy stuff from Elon today. That was hilarious. There was another video of him going around. I don't know if I saved that video. Mind you, you guys, Twitter is being absolutely just a gong show today because like it's just not working. Like all of a sudden it'll just be like, I don't want to work. Like I'm not working today. I think it's like, I don't know. They must be doing some stuff in the back end because it is not working today. There was this other thing. Oh, here it is. I saved it, thank God, in my bookmarks. But this is what Elon Musk had to say about the conspiracy theorists when it comes to Twitter. This is what he said.
I mean, to be totally frank, almost every conspiracy theory that people had about Twitter turned out to be true. So,
yeah, kind of did.
Like, is there a conspiracy theory about Twitter that didn't turn out to be true? So far, they've all turned out to be true, and if not, more true than people thought. I mean, to be totally frank.
So there you go. Yeah, a lot of the stuff is coming out. This is gonna keep I'm pretty sure this is like a snowball. This is just gonna just go down and become this giant avalanche. Hopefully, maybe somehow we can get some of these people, I mean people like Fauci, to be prosecuted. So yeah, so not a conspiracy. Yeah, everything is a conspiracy theory until it turns out to be conspiracy fact. And then, well, here we are. Danny, thank you so much for the $5 saying Merry Christmas, everyone, and Happy Hanukkah. Well, Merry Christmas to you and Happy Hanukkah and a Happy New Year, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. And with that said, we're going to leave the politics to the side because we have a lovely, lovely, beautiful, gorgeous woman joining us this evening. Her name's Anna. That's Star Wars Girl. Hi, Anna.
Hi. Sorry, my camera's off. I'm eating, but
okay.
Hi, everyone. Hi. No, I saw that whole like live stream with, or like the part that you were playing with Elon and on all of that stuff, and I'm like, is anyone surprised?
Nope.
I know.
It's like nobody is surprised about any of this. It's like every single thing he dropped, it's like we all knew, unless you didn't have eyes, like or like two neurons firing in the freaking your brain, you'd be like, okay, yeah, I saw that coming. There was another one today that I was like, oh, shocker. And I know you're totally not into this, but let me just for one moment humor me because this was related. Actually, shocker, you guys. Ukraine's Zelensky says his government is preparing to participate in Klaus Schwab's World Economic Forum in Davos next month. Holy shit. Fucking shocker. Like, oh my God.
What is that?
The World Economic Forum is a conspiracy theory, Anna, about a bunch of people who got together in about, I think it was 2015, 2016, maybe even before that, to basically talk about, it was a thing called Event 201. And they basically kind of spilled the beans that they were going to do this whole COVID thing. I'm just kind of going to give you a lowdown. So there's a lot of world leaders involved with that, including like Justin Trudeau. And it's run by this guy named Klaus Schwab. And it's about like the whole thing that you hear about where he actually said like people will own nothing and be happy. So that's all.
Those doctors that Joe Rogan got a lot of it in trouble for having on. Didn't he talk about this and how he's like, yeah, they planned this back in like 2017 or 15.
Yeah. There's been many people talking about this issue. So now the World Economic Forum basically is a whole bunch of leaders, including Justin Trudeau and, Biden and a lot of other people. Now, Zelensky, which is Ukraine's president, is going to be joining this meeting next month. And it's like, oh, shocker. Like, we didn't know that he was part of this whole fucking thing. And it's funny because Elon Musk is like, ooh, thinking face. Like, as if it's such a shocker. This is the dude. I don't know if you recognize him or not.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that showed up to the White House looking like he tried to come off the battlefield, and it's like,
yeah,
bitch.
Yeah, that's the guy. Did you see his photo shoot with his wife that he did like for Vogue? You didn't see that? Okay, let me show you that because that was really, really funny. 201 Studios, thank you for the $2. Says, hail Nina, good to see you on this Wednesday night. Thank you. Jay Schwalbach became a member. Thank you so much for becoming a member. So sweet. Okay, let me show you Zelensky Vogue photo shoot. Now this came on the heels. This was like a few months ago, but it came like on the heels of them being like in the middle of the war, Anna. Like they're like people were dying in the Ukraine, and I'm not saying they're not. Okay, like they actually are. But like this guy's supposed to be like the leader of this country that's in war right now. Like you know what I mean? Like it's the you gotta
he's leaving the country and doing photo shoots.
Literally with his wife, they like staged like this whole scene. Hold on, let me try and find these things. It's like, and it's so weird because when you Google it now, it's like you can barely find the photos, like the proper ones. Like, what is that? Okay, let me see if it,
wow.
Okay, this is it. Actually,
wait, isn't this guy gay?
I haven't heard of him being gay, but maybe. I mean, politicians marry, for, to have an image kind of thing. So there's his first photo shoot that he did. That's his wife. Here they are in the trenches.
Oh my God.
The life underground. Oh my God. And then there's this one here, which has been memed to death. And he's got like his own photo in the background.
Oh my God. Do you remember like when we were actually at war and like, I don't remember Saddam Hussein doing a photo shoot with Vogue or like Osama bin Laden doing a photo shoot with Vogue. Do you guys remember that? Because I don't.
I don't remember that at all. I mean, I remember once in a while you would see a bunch of Osama bin Laden stuff come out of like a cave, like he was actually in a cave, and they'd be like, here he is in like some cave, and we'd be like, well, where is he then? Like, why aren't you getting him? Why are we getting photos? But yeah, like I remember that he was like in an actual cave. But this is what the fuck? And what the hell's up with this? Like his own photo in the background?
Is that her photo next to him? Like they just got their portraits done?
I can't tell who that is. And I'm guessing it's her, but I can't tell.
Somebody put in the chat, they said Putin is trembling with fear from this.
He's so scared. Hold on, there's more. You gotta see them in the trenches. Look, she went like modeling. Like, check me out with these absolute warriors. Oh my God, it's a female.
Oh my God, she's gonna die.
I think this one's a female too. Maybe they're all females.
Women soldiers.
And like yeah, that was it. That was the photo shoot. My God,
these like once they got invaded, everyone was hitting up Tinder. Like they're all just trying to meet each other.
Yes. There was like so. Oh my God, I remember like when it first started, everyone was like, "Let's get some Ukrainian brides." Oh, that was funny. Wolfsbane for $5. Can't DM you on Twitter, but if you look up Pokemon, you'll find the clip. Keen even has a couple of memes on it. Okay, so Wolfsbane.
Oh, I know what I'm talking about. Brittany retweeted it a couple days ago. I can find it.
Oh, okay. Would you? Thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this. I'm like, what?
Her where she says that she wants to like police it.
Something like that, like policing, because Wolfsbane was saying that she said that she wants to police trolls or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen that. Yeah, if you pull it up, we can share it.
Okay, let me find it.
Barb Rogers, thank you for the $5. Says don't forget that BlackRock is going to rebuild post-war Ukraine. That's right. Yeah, let's not forget about that. Let's not forget about that, everybody. Oh my God, what a gong show! This world is such a clown world. I can't stand anything. Meanwhile, like all the stuff is coming out about like COVID, about how BS it all was, how Fauci's a fucking fraud. Like all this stuff is coming out.
Found it.
And then my ass still has to be vaccinated to get into your country. I'm like, what? Can we just please like get rid of this bullshit law already? Like nobody cares.
I probably will have to be soon, like lifted in some way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're saying that they're going to talk about it on January 8th. There's supposed to be a discussion or an announcement or something like that. But I guess we'll find out what happens.
Well, do you like how like randomly all of a sudden the common cold is back? Like people are getting colds again.
Yeah. Isn't it so magical?
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden it's like, oh, we're all getting sick again, but it's just the common cold now. Okay, so this is Pokemon's announcement. I have not seen this, so we'll watch it together.
I would like to facilitate the creation of legislation that holds people accountable for the actions that they do online.
Ooh.
I don't know if I should get into the details because it might rattle some folks, but yes.
Okay, I have thoughts. Anna, give me your thoughts first because I have thoughts about this.
I just was laughing at her because I'm like, her definition of people's actions online, like that's a real slippery slope. Like that's like people in the UK getting arrested. Like Cecil was talking about this on the Jack Show. This chick, her friend died in a car accident, so she posted or like she reshared a song on Twitter. Like that was, I guess, their favorite song in memorial, like in a memorial post for her friend that died in a car accident. But because it was a rap song that had the N-word in it, she had to go to trial for it.
What?
For hate speech.
That's insane. Wait, this was in the UK though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense because they don't have free
exactly
speech laws.
Because they police anything that you say, so you can't post.
It's just like Canada. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm heavily against that.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Now, I'm going to play the devil's advocate here because I'm also against this. I think it's ridiculous, but I will play the devil's advocate just for fun. Because what do you think? And I know like you've been a victim of this yourself. Okay, hang on. Let me finish reading this. Deranged Lunatic, thank you for the $1.99. Fauci should be prosecuted and his family homeless. 100% agree with you. He's a piece of shit troll. But now we're going to talk about some other trolls and should they be prosecuted for what they say online. Ooh, did you like that transition? That was great. Okay. So I know that you've been a victim of basically online harassment. Like you've been trolled. You've been hounded by fucking weirdos that wish like death on your dog and family. Like, I mean, it's weird. They're weird. You've been a victim of actual stalkers online. And it just happened to another friend of ours, Melanie Mack, who was also just stalked. So where do we draw the line? Because I know it's a slippery slope. Because I'm into free speech and I'm into all that kind of stuff. But where does it end when people start becoming extremely weird? Like it goes out of the vein of like, I fucking hate you, cunt, like on Twitter or whatever, they're trolling you or whatever it is, to showing up at cons to stalk you, to basically online stalking you for a year, as you very well have experienced yourself. Where does that kind of stuff come from? Like, where do you draw the line there?
I would say with stuff like that, when people start making threats, like you should document everything, which is what I do. So like I have folders for everything. I have screenshots of everything. I save everything. And so that way, once like people do start threatening you, or for Melanie's situation where when they show up in person, like that's immediately a police issue.
Definitely. I mean, how scary was that? That's crazy that this dude like stalked her. By the way, if you guys
watch the video,
yes. Well, I mean, I watched a little bit of it. Like I didn't watch the whole 40 minutes, but I was like, oh my God, this guy's crazy. But for those of you that don't know what's going on, Melanie Mack, shout out to her. She posted a Twitter thread describing how she was a victim of a stalker. Here, you know what? I'll just pull it up really quickly so you guys can see what we're talking about.
So this guy basically drove from Florida to Texas just to stalk her at a con.
Yeah, and he's been stalking her for months now, and he's been talking about how he wants to marry her and like all this weird shit, and he's made like several accounts after she banned him. So this is her tweet saying this dude drove 15 hours to stalk me because his delusion told him I was his future wife, and he admitted in the video, fortunately I was safely walked to my car at that night despite none of us knowing what happened. If anyone is a cop and wants to help me with this shit, hit me up. Now,
no, click what he said and like the post that she made. So it's him. No, go up to the top. So she just posted like this selfie. Right? Look, read what he said to her.
Yeah, this was the selfie. And then she said, he said, to be honest, this is pretty icky. Like pedo bait. Can't believe dudes are all thirsty for a peep at the drip. Ew. Come, lady, you're not 14. Where is the man in your life to curb this kind of BD? Blocked in 5, 4, 3. Oh my God, what a weirdo.
Yeah. So he's like, ew, you're disgusting. Well, he drove, over 15 hours just to see her in a parking lot.
God, this guy's so gross. Okay, so this is the dude. So she found the video. This is what he had to say.
So I get up on what I believed. What I believed was Thursday morning. And I'm going through the day. I'm just kind of chilling out. I'm taking it really slow. I'm like, I got all day just to kind of relax and work around the house.
He's such a freak.
And then at some point, it struck me to look at the calendar, to take a closer look at the calendar. And that's when I realized it was actually Friday. And then I had long gone by my departure time, right? And that window, that comfortable window of being there in time had just disappeared. So I had to scramble and throw stuff into it. I didn't look at a map. I'm like, I'll just have to check it out on the road.
Is he talking about driving to see her?
Yeah, at the con.
It's going to get me to Texas.
God.
I jump in my car and I'm off, and like within 15 minutes, And this, because of when I left,
how dare you,
I know I'm going to get there pretty late on Friday night, but I'm going to make Saturday morning comfortable. I'll get there with like 4 or 5 hours of chance to sleep at the hotel. I'm like a wasted hotel day, but at least I'm there. And for a moment I was like, don't forget it, it's too late, you can't go, don't go. And then I was like, no, Sean, this is important to you. Like you want, if that's your wife, if that's somebody who's going to be a very important part of your life, go out and meet her.
She's nothing to you, dude. Oh my God.
What a fucking creeper.
Wow. So that's the story, guys. And then she made a video. If you guys want to know more details about what went down, she did make a follow-up response video. And if you guys want to know what happened, go and watch that. But it's ridiculous. And so seeing this stuff and seeing what happened to you, I'm kind of like, okay, I kind of can see where her point is when she's saying like there should be consequences for some stuff online, like, like this kind of thing.
That's not online anymore. When you drive 15 hours, well, like posting the video, like, okay, that's one thing, but actually doing it, that's a complete other thing. Because people say on Twitter all the time, like, oh, go fuck yourself. I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to punch you in the face. It's like,
Mhm.
that's just idle threats. Like they're just a coward hiding behind a keyboard and a monitor. When they actually show up, that's when they're doing something. That's when the
Mhm.
police need to get involved. Because I personally, I'm like, as little rules as possible, please
Mhm.
and thank you. And don't be an asshole that ruins it for everyone. So I don't want the internet policed at all. And yeah, as somebody that has had weirdos say shit to me, do shit to me online, you know, I've
Mhm.
been doxxed. I've had basically my entire life put out there, which of course I don't want, but people aren't showing up at cons to kidnap me, right?
Right. Yeah.
You
And
know?
you have a very good point because this is what I mean by like it's a slippery slope because I'm with you. Like I don't like rules like fuck daddy government and fuck like all these weird rules that, are arbitrary rules that can be just like it doesn't mean anything anyways. And it's like how do you really go about prosecuting trolls online? Like is like who's doing this? Who's going after these people? Like there's no way you could even do something like that about it. So I don't even know what she's talking about. Now, how serious is it? Like, is she actually taking
Well,
it to
at
legislation?
this point with Melanie, because somebody said, like, obviously she's talking about just online, and the guy didn't technically do anything. Well, I mean, Melanie can get a restraining order now. Like, she's
Mhm.
got enough evidence to get a restraining order, so that will keep that guy away from her.
Mhm.
But I mean, that's one of the risks that you have when you go to public places. Like, Krista was actually the one that brought it up to me a few years ago.
Mhm.
Remember that one girl that was like a singer? She's like 18 years old, and this guy showed up and shot her in the face and killed her.
Oh my God. No. Well,
Yeah, it was like at her concert or something, and he got in through security and he shot her and killed her.
damn.
So there's psycho people out there. So whenever you see, like, because Melanie had told us about how she'd been dealing with this guy for a while, and anytime she blocked him, he just made another account. I have to deal with a weirdo that does that all the time.
I
This weirdo has
know.
not shown up, luckily, in person, but
I
that's
always think about that about you. I'm like, well, I mean, I know you have one of those. Like,
I got a
what the
few of those,
fuck?
but one in particular that bothers everyone else.
Yeah.
But it's like document everything. So if they ever do something like in Melanie's case, like he had made how many accounts, she had blocked all these accounts, and then he made a video and then he showed up.
Mhm.
So that's enough to show police like, hey, this isn't just a random internet thing. This is a real thing.
Mhm.
But with like Pokimane, like she just doesn't want people posting pictures of her without makeup on. Like, let's be real. That's
Oh
why
my
she's upset.
God. Probably. You're probably right. Do we want to watch the rest of this? What else does she
Yeah, no,
say?
play the rest of it.
But yes,
She doesn't even wear that much makeup.
I think there are some companies that I'm going to message, or not companies, organizations that are involved with certain causes. And I'll be like, listen, if you ever need someone to, I'm your girl. Because I think if you want to pass a bill, you usually go in front of a group of politicians and you explain your cause. I'm like, I'll do it. I will do it.
She's gonna be the champion for
I have
us
so
all.
many things to say. I would like to facilitate the
Okay.
creation
All right.
of legislation.
Well, I don't know. God bless these women with barely any brain cells. She's gonna go in front of Congress. That's funny. I would like to watch her speech. I think that would be funny.
Yeah, for the lulz.
Yeah, for the
The
lulz.
shit thing would be if it gets passed. You know what's funny is my stepdaughter knows who Pokimane is because she's a character in Fortnite.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I know. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Like Pokimane has like a Fortnite skin.
I guess so.
Oh my God. Varen, thank you so much for the $14.99. Says good afternoon, Gabby and Anna.
Who's Gabby?
I don't know. Wishing you both happy ending to 2022. The year the world continued being a clown. Let's give thanks to Jennifer Lawrence, the first female Witcher. Some men are creeps. Yeah, she's great. Hail Jennifer Lawrence, and thank you for
The first ever.
the first ever. Did you by any chance watch the new Witcher Blood Origin?
Nope.
I did, Anna.
How
I
bad is it?
watched all of it.
Oh God.
I have things to say. It was so bad.
Was it all diverse?
Oh my God. Nothing but. Nothing, absolutely nothing but. Demogenite, thank you so much for the $5. It's hello, beautiful ladies. Online talk is one thing. Showing or swatting, that should be severely punished. That I agree with that, especially the swatting. Damn. That stuff really needs to be taken under control a little bit more. But yeah, oh my God. Okay. Let's talk about Witcher, the blood origin. My God, what an absolute shit show. Like holy shit. And of course, like clockwork, The Witcher Blood Origin review bombed by Henry Cavill fans.
Oh my God.
So, well, you didn't watch the show, but I was gonna say, like, did you get your army of Henry Cavill fans to go and review bomb The Witcher on?
No, I
Rotten
did not.
Tomatoes? You didn't get your hundreds of thousands of followers to go and review bomb this show. I mean, if anyone could, it would be
didn't even
you.
know it came out yet.
Yeah, it came on like Christmas.
Oh, okay. See, I was celebrating Christmas, so no, the last
Sure.
thing I was doing, Henry Cavill wasn't in it, so I had no reason to stop whatever I was doing to watch something.
Oh my God. Gabby was the Frost cast. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Totally went over my head, dude. I was like, what? Dude, I totally get it because this show, I mean, like, I would definitely say don't watch it in a sense of like, if you like good entertainment, obviously don't do that to yourself. But if you want to laugh at the worst thing that has ever been created just for the lulz, I think you could make really good content from it, Anna. I'm not even joking.
I probably could.
I feel like it needs your voice to explain to everyone through the re's and the all the stuff, like to break it down for the people. But long story short, this girl here, she's the bestest ever.
Of course.
Yeah.
Is she a lesbian as well? Can I just ask?
No, she's not, but there is lesbian. She actually falls in love with this dude here, who actually does become the first Witcher. This guy's the first Witcher. But he basically turns into a monster and she like kills him. Spoiler alert. But not before being impregnated by this guy. Yeah. And then so she becomes the mother of like the Witchers,
Wait, but Witchers are sterile. Once you make someone a Witcher, they can't reproduce. Same with being a witch. You can't reproduce.
This is true, but in the Witcher TV series, they don't give a fuck about lore or anything. So they're just like, oh, we're just gonna make shit up now. So he was the first one that did the nasty and the pasty with this girl, like right after like he took the drug or whatever that turns into the Witcher. And then he becomes like this fucking insane monster thing. But Anna, it's so bad. They have like this like fat, deaf, mute girl in it that's supposed to be like, she's supposed to be like this one of the main villains. Like he's like this dude. He's Lenny Henry from Rings of Power. And he's like this like mage that's like opening the worlds or whatever. And he goes into like this place where like this entity who's also a woman. Like everyone in this show is a woman, except for like two guys. And like, so he goes into this like dimension where this thing's like, yeah, I'll give you chaos power if you sacrifice something. And this dude's like, okay, like, here's a couple kids. Like he sacrifices a couple kids and the chaos magic entity thing gives him like the power for like 2 minutes. And it's like, but I'm going to take it away because you didn't make an actual sacrifice. It would have to be something you love. And so like in the end, he sacrifices the fat, deaf chick because apparently she was something like really close to him, even though like through the entire episode, they barely even showed her, and like we didn't even know who the fuck she was.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, who is she? Like, why is she so important to this guy? But she just wanted, like, she was just put there to be like basically fat diversity slash
Naturally.
diversity, I guess. I don't know. It was a gong show, man. That show was terrible. That's why I call bullshit on this, because
Well, it is a Screen Rant article, so
it is. This is also a Screen Rant article. But my God, there's no way in hell this would be review bombed, because it was just fucking awful. Like there's nothing else to say other than this was utter garbage. Fat diversity. That's what it was.
Is that Nellie Olson in that photo? Oh my God.
Who?
It's from Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, I was like, I thought you meant this girl here. I was like,
no. In Lord Nimos's profile picture.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, it is.
Mm.
That's hilarious. Oh, that show was so good.
It was.
That show. Did you ever watch Anne with an E?
I don't. No, I didn't.
Like, have you ever watched any versions of Anne of Green Gables?
Yeah, that like I've watched the old movie and stuff, but I didn't. It's not my favorite.
Oh, I love that story, so I always watch like every variation. And so Netflix also butchered that. Like, I was like, what? Like, what is this? They totally butchered Anne of Green Gables' story. I was like, I swear, if they make her a lesbian by the end of it, I'm gonna flip.
Them.
I know, I would, like, they're probably gonna make her a lesbian with Diana, because like girls just can't be friends anymore. And it's like, oh, your best friend that you grew up with, you're gonna be lesbos now. It's like, what? They made her grandma lesbian. Well, not her grandma, but like, you know how she went and like she had like it wasn't her grandma. It was Diana's grandma, and she like she's apparently like lesbian and like ahead of the times.
You know what nobody talks about, because it was never like shoved down our throats, was how in The Grinch he has two moms.
Oh my God, yeah. Like
nobody ever talks about it because it wasn't shoved down our throats or used for,
nobody cared.
Messaging. They just like, screw it. He just lives with, and they never say that he has two moms. He never calls them mom. They never are romantic with each other. It's just two ladies that live with each other that raised a baby.
Oh my God, you're right. I totally forgot about that. It's like, this is the stuff we always talk about. Like, it's like, we got over this. We were over this with our entertainment, like in the 80s and the 90s. Like, nobody cared. Like, everybody was diverse. Like, you and I talk about this all the time about Star Trek. Like, there was so much diversity in Star Trek. Like, now we're back at square one. Like, it makes no sense to me. It's so crazy.
Somebody said that's why he became an unloved thief. Well, no, I think that would be a strong argument for not having a male role model in your life.
Ooh.
Look what happened.
That's a good point.
A Grinch. So I think that's probably why the woke people nowadays don't want to bring it up.
Ooh, that's a good point.
If he had a dad in the picture, I don't think he would have ended up the way that he did.
Yeah, because you need that masculine energy to, ship you into shape.
You might not find the masculine energy in Whoville, but I mean,
yeah,
a bit more might have helped.
Scratchpad for 2, thank you, says Nina. I'm so sorry that you say Witcher BO. I know. That's what it stands for now. Thank you. True and Want Studios for $2 says Nina and Anna show her new Christmas ornament. What? Did Anna show you?
No, I already threw it away.
What was it?
Russell Hall sent me a Christmas tree butt plug ornament.
No way. Russell Hall.
I thought it was just a Christmas tree. And they're like, it's not just a Christmas tree. And then I realized it. And I was like, oh my God.
What the hell? That is so mean. That is so Russell.
I know.
What's so crazy is like, I can picture him going to the mill place to mill you that.
No, it just looks like a wooden Christmas tree. And then they're like, no, it's a butt plug, Anna. And I was like,
You threw it out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm not keeping that shit. Fuck you, Russell. He said, how could you throw that away? Just like your fucking candle, Russell.
What? Did he send you a goop candle?
He sent me a candle and it said Gates McFadden's vagina on it.
Oh my god.
I know.
Why? Why does he do this to you? Oh my god.
He's the worst.
Objectively a cat for $5. I like that name and the avatar. Anna would see Henry Cavill when in the presence of Slanesh. I don't know what that is.
It's like a god or something.
Okay. Thanks. Bird Up for $5 says, which is worse, Witcher Blood Origin or the new Willow show? I haven't seen Willow. So I can't
Willow,
compare.
Willow doesn't sound, or it's not as bad as that sounds. It's just like, I mean, it's bad, but it's so cheesy bad because it's like, oh my god, you guys did that. Like everything is fucking gay. Everything is ridiculous. They get all of their costumes on Amazon. Like there was one woman that's literally wearing a jean jumpsuit.
Oh god.
Like everything that they're wearing, I'm like, you literally got that off of Amazon.
That's insane.
It's so cheaply made. Like it's
they don't even make any effort. It's the same thing with The Witcher, like the Blood Origin one. My god, the CG was so bad. Like I can't even explain to you how bad it is. You know what? I can show you how bad it is because I have a Netflix account. Let me pull up at least like one image for you just so you can see how bad it is, because it was just, oh my god. Let me see. Blood Origin. I already told Netflix I don't fucking like this show. All right.
Oh, I was right. It is a god. Yeah, it's the last super chat was a Warhammer reference.
Oh, I still have to get into Warhammer. I don't understand anything.
It's like a lot. You have to pick like a faction and just go from there. So a Nurgle is the one that I was told was the best. So that's the one that I've chosen to stick by. It's like one of the chaos gods.
Oh,
because I guess
okay.
Nurgle is bad, but he actually cares about his peeps.
Oh, okay. Nurgle's bad, but he cares for his peeps. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
They're
I'll go
all
for
bad,
Nurgle.
but I guess he's the only one that like cares about his men.
That's good. I'm trying to find this scene for you. Yeah, I heard like apparently I resonate with like the orc faction because they're the only ones that are like not insanely evil.
See, I was like orcs, but the Warhammer orcs are ugly. Like
they are. But I feel like a lot of stuff in Warhammer is like not great looking. Okay, here's one scene, for example. This is just like a distant shot of the show. Like, it's just like, what is this? Like, it's so cheap. It looks awful.
Yeah, it's like just layers after layers.
Yeah. And then there was this other place. If I can find you. Oh my god, there's just so much diversity in this, Anna. Like, you're missing out. Oh, there's a lot of gay. Here's some gay.
Everything is gay now. Didn't you hear?
So gay.
Oh, are those boys or girls?
Oh, they're boys.
Oh, they have some long hair.
This is one of the main villains of The Witcher, and they made him gay.
Mm.
He's like the main evil elf, like the king. And now he's some gay dude. It's like, all right, why not?
You think he'd be in a better mood?
Everybody's gay. It's because he gets betrayed by that black dude, and he gets like stuck into that other world that
so he becomes like a jealous woman.
Yeah, he does. He becomes all jaded, I guess. Well, according to their lore, because technically that's not the lore. This is what I'm talking about. This is where he goes to like that chaos. The chaos realm.
Sacrifices the people.
Yeah, and this thing right here.
Oh, the CG does look terrible.
That's the woman. That's the entity that gives them the power. And of course, it's a woman.
Oh,
the entity is
chaos a woman. I would have never thought. Is it
I know.
also named Eris?
I don't know what it's named. I forget what it's called.
How many episodes was it?
4.
Oh, it's only 4? Oh.
It's 4 of the just absolute, I want to say worst, but it's like almost the best thing you've ever seen because it's so fucking bad. It's so bad that you're like, my God. There's a dwarf in it. You like little people, you'll like it. She's a psychopath.
Mm.
She's like an absolute psycho. And it's like they're trying to be like, oh, she's such a great character, but she's like a total psychopath. And she's like, I'm going to kill everyone who raped my friend. And like she's just like basically just killing like everybody. It was pretty fucked up. I was like, wow, okay. Rolando, thank you for the $5. Says Siri is a ancestor of human and elf. How do they F it up this stupidly? How does she get the world jumping powers? And me! I know, dude. I know. I was like, what the entire time? I was just like, huh? And it's just like at this point, she's such like Lauren Hister's just such a liar because she's like, we stuck to the books, but it's like literally you bitch, you didn't. Like you literally went and made your own shit up.
I know.
It's so crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is Anna sleepy? Why is any of us sleepy?
Well, I did just eat and I haven't been drinking caffeine, so
You're
like
not
I do
sleepy.
feel myself crashing because like I ate 3 slices of pizza, so it's like,
ooh,
you know how sluggish you get after eating pizza. So I'm gonna crack open this Mountain Dew, and that will wake me up. But also, I have my comfy PJ pants on now. I have the nice heater. I just ate. It's like
basically, yeah, like nap zone time.
Exactly. So I need to just chug my Mountain Dew, and I'll wake up real fast.
Oh, it's all good, girl. It's like you need a siesta. That's I'm in Mexico. I totally get it. No problem. She needs a sugar high.
Okay, so when Brittany was here, I was talking to her, and I was like, "How Christy's always trying to do content house." I'm like, why don't we do a girls' content house in Cancun?
Ooh, yes, let's do it.
That would be great. I think everyone would go on that trip.
I think that would be amazing. And yes, she should do that. And every time she's like, where do you want to see me go on tour? I'm like, you know where I want you to go. Don't ask me.
Come to Mexico.
Yeah, just come to Cancun. Wolfsbane for $5 says, didn't watch it, but isn't he an elf? Thought elves couldn't be witchers. Also, half the fun of being a witcher is that you can bang whoever with no consequences.
Exactly.
This is all true. And like, yes to all of what you said, but they don't give a fuck, dude. They don't give a fuck. They're just like, we're just gonna do this. This is it. This is what we're gonna do. And they did it, and it makes no fucking sense whatsoever. The new Witcher series is done, you guys. Like, there's no like, season 4 is gonna be a shit show. I mean, season 3 is already a shit show, but at least it's got Henry Cavill still. Are you gonna watch season 3?
I got a confession. I didn't even finish watching season 2.
Really?
I fast forwarded into the scenes that Henry was in, and so I had no idea what was going on, and I physically watched the scenes he was in. I don't know what was happening because I was sitting there just staring at Henry.
Sure. I understand that.
Trance, and then it was over, and I was clicking to see if like there would be more Henry, and there wasn't. So,
I mean, that's a very valid point of why not watching that fucking shitty show.
I got to the part where Siri and why am I blanking on her name? Indian
Jennifer
way. Yeah, Yin. Mm-hmm. And then Henry met up with Yin's ex-boyfriend that she used to bang, and they were like looking at a trench. And that's when like I completely checked out of the show, and I was like, I'm only watching the scenes with Henry, and I clicked through.
I totally forgotten that scene that you're talking about because I've basically put that show out of my head. But
I actually like that actor that plays Yennefer's ex-boyfriend. Like, I don't think he's bad. I think he's totally wrong for this show, though.
Who was he? I don't even remember.
He's new, but I mean, I think I might like him because I'm like, he liked her when she had the weird hunchback thing. But
that guy. Yes. Okay.
Because he liked her when she had the weird hunch thing. Like, do you trust judgment?
Yeah, the black dude. He was actually like, he was actually nice.
Much better in something else.
I agree. Honestly, anybody would be better in anything else other than this show. It's a fucking nightmare. It's like, what is happening to this show? Hold on. Speaking of Cancun, I saw this today and I was like, whoa, tripped me out. This thing right here. This is Chichen Itza. So this is like 4 hours from here, one of the biggest pyramids. And this weird thing happened to it.
Hey, Kukulkan está enojado.
Everyone's talking about how Lara Croft stole something from the tomb.
Yeah, well, this guy's saying Kukulkan es enojado, which means Kukulkan is angry. So that's funny. This is his house. It's okay. It's crazy. Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. So the reason this is strange is because a lot of people were like, oh, it's just like it's dust winds or like whatever they're called, which is really normal in a like hot, dry areas. But Cancun is always hot, sunny, and like that this kind of weather is very normal for here, and this never happens. That's why it's rare. But so people know that, like, pyramids kind of hone energy because it's a triangular shape. So I'm thinking like something's going on in the atmosphere or something for this to happen, because this is not a normal thing. Like, this doesn't happen here that often.
I'm no weather expert, so I mean, you see those all the time in like just in like crops or like driving by with the wind. But go back up to where it shows the sky. Yeah, like right there. Maybe there's like somebody like a kid fucking with a drone.
Oh, maybe.
Like there's just some kids fucking with everything, but I don't know.
I have such a conspiracy mind. I'm like, ooh.
All I know is when shit like that happens, it's like, do I want to stay and potentially die to like see what the fuck is going to happen? Or do I want to be the smart person that gets the fuck out of there?
It's true. And it's funny because this is what happens with everybody nowadays, though. Do you see how many phones are out? Like, everybody's phones out, like going towards
this is the only angle we have of it. Where the fuck are all those other videos on Twitter?
Yeah, no kidding, right? But it's like, where is the like, there should be like a little bit of a healthy fear when it comes to stuff like this, but there is none nowadays. It's like you see everybody with their phones out, like running towards the anomaly, and you're like, what if that was something like maybe there's a mummy coming out of that thing? You want to be fucked up the first. You want to be the first guy that gets fucked by that mummy. Yeah. See, this is a lot of people are saying it's a dust devil. I don't think it's a dust devil. I mean, like maybe, but it's weird because that never happens here. So it's a weird thing. Varen for $2.99 says Predator with Schwarzenegger had diversity, alien diversity, but it did. Yes,
it had natural diversity, and that's the thing with a lot of shows. Is they did.
Yeah, I just watched 48 Hours. Have you ever seen that movie, Anna?
That the one where he cuts off his arm?
No, it's with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte.
I think so. It's been a long time.
It was so great, and it had so much diversity. It even had lesbians in it, and it was Tasha Yar, the lesbian in it. Was the chick that played was Tasha Yar, and I was like, holy shit, Tasha Yar's in this, and she's a lesbian, and it was like in the 80s. Like, what?
Well, yeah, I said this like at LA Comic-Con on the panel, and I'm like, there's always been like diversity. The people that are complaining about it just don't watch anything.
Right?
Like, I remember when woke Twitter discovered that the dude that invented the transporters in Star Trek was black. And I'm like, oh, so you finally watched one episode of Star Trek and you discovered it? And I was like, what are they going to find? Like, what are they going to do when they find out the guy that built the computer that all of the starships use for the Federation was black?
Oh, gasp. Oh
I
my
know.
God.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's almost as if that's like all of the stuff that they claim has already been done. Like they're like, this is the first female captain, or this is the first black female captain. I'm like, you didn't watch season, the episode of The Next Generation where Captain Picard goes and meets on the planet, and like he makes a point of saying, oh, you're the youngest to ever graduate Starfleet Academy and become a captain, and it was a young black woman. That was the one where they had all the little aliens in the neck with the spike.
There was a lot of episodes like that, and even especially like admirals that you don't really always see in Star Trek were always people of color. Like there was always like black people.
That one blonde chick that was a total bitch to everyone. Like, she had a really skinny face.
Yeah. But I remember like there was like so many like just black people, white people. There was just so much diversity. Dude, they even had like the first trans like aliens, remember? And like I think it was TNG season 1.
Oh, Soren, yeah, they were trans or non-binary.
Non-binary.
No,
yes.
like the first trans ones were the ones from the Andromeda Galaxy in the original series. Like they could pick their gender.
That's true.
Yeah,
oh my
so
God,
they're like,
I forgot that.
I identify more with this one or something like that. They always talked about gender and all that kind of stuff. So the fact that they claim that, oh, we're the first ones, it's like, really, that's fun.
I know.
Watch your own show.
It drives me fucking nuts, man. Like it really does. Sometimes just like, are you kidding me? Like, why? But hey, what can we do? Oh, here I have do I have a Star Trek scene here? I do. Okay, here. This is one of my favorite Star Treks.
That's a good episode.
Such a good episode. Spoiler alert, it was her name
as well. The admiral in that episode that shows up to
yeah, he was black.
He was black.
Yeah, spoiler alert, it was her daddy that taught that. That was the that
and she freaks out. She's like, how dare you bring up my father?
Yeah, she was all like mad at him. It was so funny. Scratchpad for $5 says, you know how people post on social media to narcissistically justify how shallow they are? That's what TV shows are now. Social media posts.
They really are.
Really true. Like that's what I felt like about this Witcher, or like the Blood Origin BO or whatever. It's like that's all it was. It was like little tidbits that you could post on social media. It's like, I'm the bestest ever. Look at my womanness. And it's just, oh God. Dude, there's a scene, Anna, where they're like walking in the middle of absolutely fucking nowhere. Like a fucking desert. And all of a sudden they run into like 5 women and 1 old dude. And I'm like, there isn't like that many women. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, there's just everyone is a woman. It's like, why can't we at least have some men in shows? It makes no fucking sense.
Because
the ratio
problematic, Nina.
I know.
How dare you? How dare you even assume or even give the idea that there can be men in things? Like, what is wrong with you?
I know. I have so much internalized misogyny. Thanks to you, by the way.
How terrible. You pick me, girl.
You brainwashed me, Anna. It's all your fault.
I probably did. It's okay. God, you'll live.
I know. The Leviathan, thank you for the 5, says, will Anna finish painting her Warhammer 40K figures when Henry creates his 40K show?
We can work together. Yeah, I have so many of those. I have so many things I need to do. I need to finish the eye project. I need to finish this stupid painting behind me. I need to get all these calendars.
Which one?
I have so much to do. No.
What is the painting behind you?
It's the Alice in Wonderland painting.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's been a while. Girl, finish that up. That's been a while.
Here's why I haven't. I realized it needs to be like 3 times the size.
Oh.
So I'm
So
like,
you have to like restart.
well, I was like, maybe I'll just keep this as a study and I will finish it. But I want to finish the 100 eyes before the new year.
Oh, okay. So
I'm
you
going
gotta
to do a painting stream tonight. I'm going to try to bust out 2 tonight.
When's mine?
Yours is like 170 something. You got a while.
So it's gonna be like New Year's Eve. You're gonna be like, Nina.
Next year, yeah. I told everyone this is going to be a process.
No, I know it's fine. I'm fine because you've gotten so much better at drawing eyes since you started it.
Thank you.
So I feel like since I'm like one of the last ones, mine's gonna be like the best one ever.
There you go. That's a great way to look at it.
And I've already told you the edits I want because when I sent you that photo, my eyes were totally bloodshot. Like I had
Your
smoke.
photo is actually pretty blurry and you just look really pale.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, do I need to send you another one?
If you could, I mean, if you want to,
I could send you another one.
I would recommend standing outside. If you have a patio, have natural sunlight or something. Or maybe if it's cloudy outside, cloudy is actually the best weather to take a photo of your skin.
Okay.
And I don't know, maybe have your husband take it so that way it's like he can get a high def one.
Yeah, okay. All right. I will do that. But I want my same number, Anna.
Yeah, no, the number will stay the same. The photo I'll just switch out for a better one.
Yes, because I look like I just had a massive toque. And I like, my eyes.
It's just blurry and yeah, it's just like yeah, let me look at it. Yeah, I mean, there's some color in it, but your eyes don't look bloodshot. I just can't really see like the color in your eye.
They're brown.
I know, but you can see a lot of different colors in like brown eyes. Here, let me see if I can show you an example that somebody sent me that was really good. I think that, so this is one of the photos of like Mark the Cyborg. I don't think he would mind me showing this. So this is one of the photos that he sent me of his eye that's really good, but you can see the texture of his skin and like his eyebrow and like all the different colors. Whereas
you can see his eyes are bloodshot too. He's stoned in this. I'm just joking.
I think he like scrubbed his face before he sent me a photo of his eyes. But I
love Mark.
Well, I was showing Brittany while she was here. I was like, here's the photo versus the painting. And she's like, oh, wow. Like, and I was like, yeah, the better the photo, the more colors I can see, I think the more I could add in. But yours is like, I would say monochromatic.
Okay. I'll take another one. I'll take a couple and send you some. In the end of the super chat, he asked, will it be on her art studio channel? So are you planning on painting Warhammer 40K?
Yeah, my video that's like up there is me talking about, it's like my most viewed video on that channel. I think it's got like 7,000 views, but it's me like, how do I get into painting Warhammer figures? I have this big box of them. And
you should ask Nick. He's huge into painting that shit.
Yeah, I could. I think I did ask him. I was mostly asking like what supplies and like just getting into it. And that was supposed to be like the start video. And then I was going to do a whole process, like follow-up series. It's just time. I just don't have time. Well, I need to stop making that an excuse.
I mean, we all like the day needs to be longer than 24 hours. Okay.
I just need to stop sleeping, eating, and having other things to do.
I know. Just, you just have to stop having a life and then you'll be fine. But speaking of her art channel and her regular channel and all of her social media stuff, it's all in the description down below. I don't know if you guys don't know her. I mean, there's no way that you don't. But if you don't, you want to subscribe to that Star Wars girl. All of it is in the description.
Thank you.
Sporking News Podcast sends a super sticker. Thank you, Scott. You're so sweet. I hope you're doing well. Thunderstorm for $4.99 says the woke wanna rebooting Harry Potter. What?
Oh my God. Of course they do. Yeah, they want to make Hermione black.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're like, she has frizzy hair. She should be black.
I love Hermione because she's the only person that's ever had like giant frizzy hair that, I could identify with. I was like, I could see myself in her.
Oh,
God. Her and that Persian girl in Rings of Power. I was like, finally, Persian representation in
what
something.
about Star in Lost Boys? She had crazy curly hair.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Actually, somebody the other day freaking memed me as her. And I was like, dude, I look banging in that photo. Like, I was like, holy shit, that looks great. Let me try and pull it up because it was a great photo. And it's with Gary as the other dude. But Gary's like, it's like his 80s photo.
Oh my God.
Tell me about while I'm looking that up, tell me about your visit with Brittany. How was that?
Oh, it was good. Peaches and I took her and I don't know if she's saying who she's out here with, but took her out to dinner one night, and then we all were drinking and hanging out. And then I was like, hey, while you're down here, I was like, bring your Sailor Moon cosplay and we can do a Sailor Moon photo shoot. So we did that yesterday. She didn't realize how much time it takes because she's like, oh, how long is this going to take? And I was like, it's all day. Like it's all day.
Carve it out. Yeah.
We have to get in the groove of things. Then we have to do it, like take the shoot. And so it was us together. And then it was her by herself. So she originally brought her Sailor Moon and then her Lara Croft. But then she's like, oh, like she realized how long it was taking. She's like, instead of doing Lara Croft, can I just get like a nice profile photo? Like to use as like my profile picture and things. And so she did that.
Aww.
And I conveniently had elf ears in my purse. I was like, put these on in your profile photo. So she got a couple where she's like an elf.
Oh, yay. Those elf photos are really cute.
Use them or not, but.
Oh, that's so sweet. Is she gone now? Did she go back home?
I think she's on the plane right now home.
Oh, that's great. I'm so glad you guys got to hang out. I was like, I was a little bit jealous because I was like, man, I want to cosplay Sailor Moon with you guys. Okay, I didn't find that.
Which one would you be?
Sailor Moon.
Okay.
I'd be like the actual. She's my favorite. Look at hold on. I don't know. I haven't opened this yet. I've been meaning to like unbox this forever, but I haven't.
Oh, how cute.
She's my favorite. She's my favorite girl.
Well, Krista, I guess, is going to come out here in February. Because somebody did like something about, they're like, oh, well, Anna should have been Sailor Mars. And I was like, no, Krista's Sailor Mars. Krista cosplayed as Sailor Mars. And so she's like, oh, I'm going to be out there in February. And I was like, oh my God, we should do a shoot when you come out here. And so I was like, yes, we'll get everyone. Eventually, everyone will make it over here. And
eventually, hopefully after the 8th.
What's on the 8th?
That's when they're having the discussion to possibly revoke it. So if that happens, I'm actually like thinking of coming to California because I have family in California as well. So you might be the first. Might be the first stop. Like if on my the United States tour.
We'll see. I'll have photos of like my Sailor Mercury with all the other sailors. Then maybe I'll like Photoshop everyone.
You got to Photoshop everyone. Yeah, you got to. Yeah,
we're all eventually going to be together. We've been trying to figure out who Chrissy would be. Which sailor would she be? Because I guess Ashton has a Sailor Venus one, and then so Krista's Sailor Mars.
Well, Krista, that would make sense for Krista too, because she's got the like the dark black hair. Chrissy could do. I'm trying to think.
What's Sailor Moon's daughter? The one with the pink hair.
That's Chibi Moon.
Chibi Moon.
Yeah. Because her name, Chibiusa, stands for Usagi. So Usagi is like that's Sailor Moon's Japanese name. Because in her English name, her name is Serena, but her Japanese name is Usagi. So they call her Chibi Usagi. So Chibiusa for short, or Chibi Moon. And she's the little one with the pink hair.
That can be Chrissy.
That could be Chrissy. Or see, I was thinking like if she's into lesbianism, she could be either Sailor Neptune
Uranus.
or Uranus. Yeah. I mean, I think Neptune's really pretty.
Yeah, she is.
She's the one with like the hair and
The
stuff.
wavy greenish hair.
Yeah. Or she could be like Sailor Pluto.
That was the one that I liked because I like Pluto, but I was like, I need the one with the shortest hair for the wig because the longer the wig, the more of a pain in the ass it is.
Well, the other one that's super short is Sailor Saturn. And actually, that would be good for you because you're the shortest one.
Let me Google.
Let me get these super chats while you do that. You can share your screen. Slaglust for $5 says, Anna, want to get Henry's attention? Painting 40K minis in bikini video series. Ooh.
I think somebody else just wants that. Oh, yeah. Sailor Saturn would be a good one for me. But I'm already Sailor Mercury.
Because she's tiny, too. That's the other thing. Like, she's like a little girl versus Sailor Mercury. But I mean, like, you already have the Mercury stuff, so.
Yeah.
Sailor Saturn's story is crazy. Have you actually watched any of the stuff?
When I was younger, I don't really remember anything because my friends turned it on for me out of order, so I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you got to watch it like in Razor 50 or wait, Raptors 50. She's Sailor Mercury.
Sailor Mercury.
We're trying to figure out Chrissy's because she's
okay. So we already have Sailor Mercury because that's me. Sailor Venus is Ashton. I guess you're Sailor Moon. Sailor Mars is Krista, and Brittany is Sailor Jupiter. So we need a Saturn, a Neptune, a Uranus, and a Pluto.
I would say I think Chrissy should go as the Pluto one. Or the other one, Neptune.
I think she might be good as Neptune because, like, all we'd have to do is Photoshop her hair a different color. Why are there no ginger Sailor Moons?
I know. I was just thinking that. I'm like, wait, who are the gingers? Because they literally don't have gingers. Yeah, Neptune is the one I was actually thinking of, and I mistook her for Pluto. She's this one. She wanted Lesbos. OG Lesbos.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let's go to Sailor. All of them. For people who don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, they're saying she could be the lesbian one because she's got the frost wig already.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. She would do it too, I think. And she's got the sword. I mean, she's pretty badass. I can't do anything tonight.
I like how they literally had like the dykey lesbian and the lipstick lesbian.
They did. It's true.
Like, we're just going for it.
Oh yeah, it's they had trans people before it was cool to be trans as well. Just to let you know, there's this thing called the last season of Sailor Moon is called Sailor Moon Eternal. And it's literally about a bunch of trans sailor scouts. And it's pretty funny, but I mean, it's great. It's a great show. This is the one that we're now thinking for Chrissy. She's the one with the sword. See, I was originally thinking about her with the mirror. Who's going to be Tuxedo Mask?
Frank.
Okay, Frank. Frank can be Tuxedo Mask. So yeah, we got Jupiter. Yeah, I guess like red hair, like the closest to red hair would be Sailor Jupiter, but we got that
one. The baby Sailor Moon would be the closest because it's pink.
That's true too. She could go as the evil version of her too. Did you know about the evil version?
I did see images of the evil one.
Yeah, the evil one is the older version. So when she becomes evil, she becomes older. They age her. God, that was such a good
like
episode.
Sailor Moon villains are like pretty chicks. Like the one with the pink hair and like the black sparkly dress.
Which one? A black sparkly dress?
It has basically Sailor Moon's hair, but it's pink.
Oh yeah, that's the Dark Lady. That's the one I'm telling you about right now.
Oh, that's the daughter.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
her.
that makes sense. She looks just like her.
Yeah. She's the one that she becomes evil. That's why she's got the upside down.
Upside down moon.
Mm-hmm. She's like the evil.
Yeah,
the
they
evil
said Chrissy
evil.
will pick Sailor Uranus just for the joke. Okay, well then we got that settled.
There you go. There you go. She would too. She'd be like down with like. Now we just need to find her a partner so she can be lesbians.
Maybe Zia would do it.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Zia can be Neptune.
Yeah. I think they should. That's great. Wolfsbane for 2 says it's because they made Hermione black in the play. Oh my god. They won't stop. Like I just can't do it anymore, man. I can't. It's just another property. What? No. Leave Harry Potter alone. Like, holy shit. God damn it.
They'll never leave anything alone.
The John back for $5 says, Nina, can your fam in LA recommend a good Persian restaurant on the west side? Happy New Year to both. I can. Oh my god, there is a really good one. Oh god, I forget the name of it. The
really
John
great
Beck
Persian restaurant. There you go. That's the name of it.
I forget its name. The John Beck. I'll get back to you next time I see you. Hit me up, okay? Hit me up, and I'll get back to you because I've totally forgotten the name. But there is a really good one in LA. Highly recommended for you too, Anna, because just in case you want to go eat some Persian food. Mind you, I know you're fucking weird and you don't eat actual food. Have you ever tried? Okay, here's a question. Have you ever tried a Persian bakery, like baked goods?
I had some Persian food. One of my friends from college was Lebanese.
That is different. Lebanese food is very different than. Well, it's not very different. But
I've had Persian food.
You've had Persian food. Have you had Persian sweets? Like, have you ever gone to a Persian bakery?
No, but I've had it brought to me.
Okay, so what have you had?
I don't know. There's this stuff and it had like white powder on it. That was good. Do you know what that is?
There's a lot of stuff that has white powder on it.
Well,
Because they put like the sugar, right?
It's like a pastry.
Ooh, there's a lot. Well, I was gonna recommend you. There's this.
Let me see if I can find a photo.
Yeah, find a photo, and I'll find you a photo because this thing, I think you. I think you would love this because it's basically a sugar ball. It's like a giant thing of sugar that you can inject into yourself in your mouth. This thing right here. It's a ball of sugar. It's like honey sugar. I can't explain it quite.
Oh, I don't like honey.
I can't explain. It's not really honey. It's just sweet. It's just extremely, extremely sweet. I highly recommend you at least try it once. These ones are my favorite, like the balls. I don't quite like this one. This one's like it's the same thing, like, but it's like crispy and longer. But this is like just you bite it and it's squishy. It's really good.
Gohab or Gotab?
Gotab? Let me see. Persian. Or can you just share your screen?
It didn't. Yeah. I think it looks something like this, but it wasn't filled with almonds. It was filled with something else. Like it's saying like it's filled with like walnuts on here. But mine was, it had like, I don't know, there was like berries or something. You see, I'm sharing my screen.
Ooh, okay, let me see.
It was like this, like you see.
Okay. No, I haven't had that, but do you see that thing right there on the middle? It wasn't. Do you see in the middle picture right on your screen? Like not yeah, that one. It didn't look like that, did it?
No.
Okay.
It was like a pastry. It looked a lot like this.
Yeah, no, I haven't had that personally. So I can't attest. But man, Persian bakery is good. Baklava is great, man. I love baklava. I don't know if Anna would like it though. I don't know if Anna would like it. Baklava is it's specific taste. Like you have to have a taste for it.
What is it?
Google it. It's like it's a pastry as well. But it's
called
it's baklava. And they have different versions, like Middle East, like the different countries have different versions of it. Like so the Greeks have
no,
it.
I don't like this. I've had it before.
See, I knew you wouldn't like it. I know you now.
I know.
I feel like I understand.
But to be fair, I had the Greek version of it.
See, that's what I'm saying. They have different versions. So Persian baklava is a little bit different than the Greek version. And then
I had it, but the thing is, there was no flavor. I was like, this is plain. Like, there's no flavor to it.
No, they're supposed to be flavored. And usually the best ones are pistachios. So if you don't like pistachios, you're not gonna like baklava anyways.
Pistachios just not in anything. Like by themselves, I like them.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, you're weirdo, and I think I understand you. Like I get where your flavor, like what you like.
Here, share my screen. See,
so
I'm
pretty.
Sailor Mercury, and she's Sailor Jupiter.
Jupiter. She's so strong and lovely. That's what Jupiter is. And
it's funny. So I wanted her to like be in front, like because I wanted her to be kind of like the main one out of us two. So I had to get a box, and I stood on a box behind her so we could like it would look good for the composition. And
that's hilarious. Well, like the funny part is that in like Sailor Moon lore or whatever,
she's tall.
Jupiter is tall. Yeah, she's the tallest one. And Brittany is the tallest one out of all of us. I think Brittany is the tallest one. So it makes sense that she would be Sailor Jupiter. Oh God, I love pistachio gelato. I don't think Anna would like it.
Gelato. I like strawberry gelato. I don't like pistachio ice cream or sweets or anything.
Dude, I don't like strawberry ice cream. Like I love strawberries, but I don't like strawberry ice cream. I'm like one of those weird people that just doesn't like strawberry ice cream. Makes no sense to me. It tastes like medicine. But you like strawberry ice cream?
I love strawberry like sweets.
Okay. I'm getting you now. I'm getting it. I think I understand you. The Night's Watch for $1.99 says Brittany was there to see her boyfriend Sean. Okay, so I guess that's the cat's out of
Okay.
Scratch Rat for a toonie says Usagi means bunny in Japanese. It does. Just like Yuki means snow in Japanese, and that's my cat's name. Because she's white. Oh my God, have you seen Lila's new cat? You have, right?
Yeah, I think I was on the stream.
Yeah, you were. Yes. She's so cute. I'm dying every time I see her stories. She looks exactly like my cat when she was a kitten. It's so cute. Except for my cat was like orange tail because she's a Balinese fire tail. Thor Odinson for $4.99 says change your name to that Warhammer girl, and Henry would be all over your channel.
Oh my God!
You know what?
Not Henry's type though. That's the problem.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Anna. How are you feeling about how he's got this new girl who's got him this new job? She's got, what are we thinking about this new girl?
I did a video on it a year ago. People lost their fucking minds, and everything I said in that video is slowly turning out to be completely true. So
wait, that's the video. That's the same girl. I remember that video. You broke me with that video. I was like, holy shit, this is insane. I was like that. Like Charlie from like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like I was like, oh my God, the world is crashing around me. What the fuck? Wait, so this is the same girl? I thought he broke up with her.
Worldwide. I had to change the name of that video to get it unblocked.
What?
Mm-hmm. Like out of nowhere, just randomly, it got blocked because I saw a comment being like, haha, that Star Wars girl took this video down. I was like, I didn't take this video down. And so I went on my channel and it said like blocked worldwide. So I was like, what the fuck? So I literally just changed the title of it and then it got unblocked.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, okay. Take us back. to this video. For those that don't know what the hell we're talking about, can you just give us a little bit of a mini lowdown?
So I guess had the biggest Henry Cavill fan base, or I'm not Henry Cavill fan base, but like I guess I'm the Henry Cavill fan with the biggest fan base. And so I guess I'm brought up in a lot of Henry Cavill like groups, like fan groups.
Sure.
And so a lot of them were noticing trends. And so
you're like their hero.
I know. It's so humbling, but one of them reached out to me and they said, "Hey, Anna, like this is a really big rabbit hole. And like, do you want to know information about this situation?" I was like, "Sure, share it with me." And then I went down the rabbit hole and I was like, it was literally that meme that she's talking about from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he's got all the pins and it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But once you connect all the dots and you see it, you can't unsee it. So
this is the same girl?
Yeah.
I thought he broke up with that girl.
It was supposed to. So that way, like the whole PR thing.
But now, but he's still with her, and now she divorced The Rock. Now
no.
So
Danny Garcia was his agent. So Danny Garcia thought that he needed a girlfriend to like help fix his image. So they had this other chick that is she's not even a studio exec, but basically she works at Legendary. So that's his like stand-in girlfriend. And they even hired like models to pretend to be his girl, like body doubles to like go and do all this stuff.
But now people are saying that the girlfriend is The Rock's ex-wife who got him the job with the 40K people. Is that not true?
No. So the Rock's ex-wife is Henry's manager, or was his manager. I think he finally was able to get out of that.
Oh, so he fired that woman. That's not his girlfriend.
In a legal battle with her because of the reason why you can't see Henry's face in Shazam, or like, so she had this ridiculous contract with, so The Rock's ex-wife, The Rock and his ex-wife Danny Garcia started their company, which is I think like what, $7 Studios, which is how much money he had in his pocket when he came to LA or something like that, or Hollywood. So they started the studio together. They get divorced. This bitch is smart as fuck and got like, even though he divorced her, his ex-wife, like The Rock's ex-wife runs his life because they started this production studio together. She was the one that did all the paperwork, did all the contract. She runs The Rock's life. Then she got Henry Cavill as her client, and Henry Cavill and The Rock basically, they have the same body type, same kind of personality. That's her. She looks a lot younger there.
Yeah, so does The Rock.
Yeah. But so she got it, like, so she gets a ridiculous amount of money whenever Henry is Superman, especially when you see Henry's face as Superman. So that was Henry in Shazam, but they can't show his face because she gets, it's something ridiculous, like almost 50% of his paycheck. That's a very heavy edited photo of her.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to go to her Instagram, see what she really looks like.
Why is it so edited? That's so weird. That was her Wikipedia picture.
Well, so basically Henry had been single for too long and that was problematic. And so this one chick who's like an exec, excuse me, they thought that she would be a good fit for his girlfriend, and she could get them into like movies and stuff, and it would just...
That's the one that like they had that little like chess picture, right?
Yeah.
Like,
that chess picture is completely photoshopped. And so the person that contacted, like, and I said this in my video, I'm like, all of this I'm showing you, somebody else showed it to me first. And I say, I specify that in the video, and everyone's like, Anna's crazy and she's stalking him. I was like, I didn't do anything. I was sent all of this, but they show like where they got all of the photoshopped pieces to make this one image.
Wow. Okay,
and they do it with a lot of photos.
So this girl, she's the fake one?
Yeah.
Do you still maintain that she's fake?
I think it's like a PR relationship.
Okay, so you don't actually think they're in a
honestly,
relationship.
it kind of, once I did that video and I saw all of like the background drama and all of that shit, I just got really turned off from the whole situation. And I was just like, I don't want to know. I don't want to be involved in this. Like it kind of, it didn't kill my fandom for Henry, but
but it's weird.
It made me not want to associate myself with that situation because that's a really shady fucking situation. And there was stuff that I wasn't allowed to say in the video. Like the person was like, don't, because I linked their account and everything. And I guess the Danny Garcia chick had like deleted a bunch of their accounts. So yeah, so this photo is extremely fake. And like it shows, so his hair, when he supposedly took this photo, his hair was much shorter. And they literally showed where they got each individual curl from other photos and photoshopped it in. And that's why like certain aspects of the background are blurry and stuff like that.
Now that video though is back on your on your channel, right? So everybody, if you're interested in this insane drama, make sure you go and check out that video if you want to go down this rabbit hole and end up like Charlie in the freaking It's Always Sunny.
It's
nuts.
Yeah, it's a mind fuck kind of thing. But so one of the things about her, which they didn't do any fucking research on her, because it's like if you know anything about her, like her and Henry have literally nothing in common. But like there's a video, like she was flagging anyone, like she threw her like dog off of a bed in like an Instagram. Like her and her friend are very drunk in the video, and her dog, she named her dog Meat. Like he's a French bulldog and his name is Meat, but her friend like starts pretend humping him, and then like they throw the dog off the bed.
What the fuck? That's weird.
So she was on like My Super Sweet 16. Like she was one of the diva girls on that show back when MTV was like more of a thing.
Oh, I remember that you put that in that video.
Yeah. Oh, so this one, so Henry didn't write this, Danny did. And so Instagram will tell you when somebody is in a different country when they're posting something. So this was posted from someone in LA, not someone in the UK, which is where Henry was claiming to be when he posted this.
So what do you think is going to happen? Do you think at some point like they're going to break up, like when he finally gets an actual girlfriend?
I mean, I don't know. She was at the Avatar thing with him. She looks a lot worse now. Like
what Avatar? What Avatar?
He went to the Avatar premiere, Avatar 2.
Is there pictures of this?
Yeah. Also, the picture when you were down a little bit further, the one of like him on a plane is all staged. Like it's not going anywhere. He literally got on somebody's plane and like they completely staged the photo, which I mean, that's not uncommon for photo shoots.
Yeah. This one, they do a lot of that stuff. Yeah. That is definitely staged.
Yeah,
let me look at my phone
and everything. But no, it's literally just like a hellhole of going down the rabbit hole. And I'm just like, sometimes I don't want to know how the hot dog is made.
I know. Are you gonna watch this movie?
Yeah, I'll watch that one.
I'll definitely watch it too. Although I feel like, some people are
too low budget though.
Yeah, some people are saying this might be like another bait and switch, like that. They're just like putting him in the movie so that they can, milk it because he's in it or whatever. But it does look kind of cheap.
Well, the thing about Henry is like he had a little bit of it going on in The Tudors, but he hasn't really had that like romantic role, at least in my opinion. So in that one, it's kind of giving him like, like the James Bond aspect of it, just with that stupid fucking haircut.
Yeah, I mean, like, because the man from Uncle wasn't really romantic.
He was the romantic one in that movie. It was the other guy.
It was the other guy that was the romantic guy.
And even in The Witcher, like it just seemed to be like horniness that was going on between him and Yennefer, not so much love, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think it's kind of hard when you have like an intense wig and like creepy context.
Yeah.
You don't really feel that passion.
Which one of these is the Avatar one? I don't see that.
It's on Instagram. You have to go just Google Henry Cavill Avatar 2 premiere.
Oh, okay. I thought it was actually on.
That's called Lust. Yeah, but again, it's because you couldn't see his real eyes. Like you can't see the emotion there.
Now I'm curious. I want to go check out Avatar.
Yeah, he's in a blue suit, and then she wears a green dress.
So here's the thing. I heard your debate with Lofty about Avatar 2.
Did you like it or did you dislike it?
I thought it was fucking shit, Anna. It was
Nina,
shit.
do you agree with me? If Jake would have just sent his children to the water tribe and him and Natiri stayed there?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, or not even her. Like you can send her off with the kids too. Like, you know, because they need their mom or whatever. Sure, like, you know, send your family off.
Need to go. They didn't need, because I'm like, Jake, you really just left. Like, you literally left the front lines of battle. You were the number one defense for all of Pandora, and you just abandoned everyone.
Just took off. Like it made no sense.
But somebody was arguing where it's like, it's about staying with your family. I'm like, he's a Marine. He knows how important it is to protect people. The Marines and the warriors go to the front lines of battle so they can keep everyone they love safe. That's literally what they fucking do. That's what Jake should have done. Maybe don't have your kids on the fucking battlefield, and yeah, send them away to your friends that are off, that are safe, that you can hide. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she's not looking too good.
She doesn't look great. She looks kind of bad. Am I being mean?
She's aging.
Yeah, she's aging. All right. Dude, that movie sucked. There was so many problems like that. Like that other character, the one with what's her Sigourney Weaver's character, like
that was so creepy.
I was like, what the fuck? Like,
well, don't you like her? Like, if she plugs into the underwater tree, she's gonna have a seizure, and she saves everyone by plugging into the underwater tree, and she's fine.
Yes, and it was like that was basically her entire point of existence, was to guide them out of that fucking like water place, which by the way made no sense either, because the entire movie is like, they're like, oh, we're gonna go learn to swim underwater and hold our breath really long. And then they're like, oh no, the ship's sinking, we're all gonna die. I'm like, dude, you literally swam for like 30 minutes holding your breath. You could swim out. Like, just
I know.
Swim out.
Well, also, don't you like how Jake and Natiri did, like, Jake did some training on the fish, but like they don't do anything. That's all. No. Like, it would have made so much more sense if Jake and Natiri stayed there. They sent their kids into hiding. That way the bad guy didn't know that they were out. And then the kids get in trouble, like saving the whale, and like one of those ships get a picture of them and they see their fingers. And that's when they come out. And so Jake and Natiri have to show up with everyone to come save the kids. Also, don't you love how like the water chief's daughter was just sitting there with the dead son? And the last time her parents saw her was chained up on top of the boat, and they all just take off and they don't even check on the daughter.
They just left. Dude, there was many issues with that movie. Like there was, like, you know, when they're going, when the daughter they were all like trapped on the boat or whatever. Like when the boat starts sinking, like when I was like talking about how like they're all freaking out, like, oh no, we're all gonna fucking die. And then they start running into the boat as far as possible into the back of it, and I'm like, you know, all you gotta do is stay near the exits, and then you don't have to swim out.
To where you came.
Yeah, like what the fuck? The further you go inside the boat, the further you'll have to climb back out, and they're like still going. There's one guy. It was one guy. Nobody's coming after you. Why you keep running? Like,
I know.
Oh, God, it was mental. I was like losing my mind about how dumb that story was. And then, but having said that, I have said, and I will maintain this position, that I think that Avatar will make its money. And so far, after 14 days, it's crossed over $1 billion.
Well, there's no competition. It's the holidays. Everyone is literally going to the movies, and it's the only thing out that an entire family can see.
Exactly. Like, what is the competition? And all of this, yeah, and all of the stuff that's been out recently, like from Marvel or like anything like that, has sucked. Like, it sucked a lot, and a lot of people are sick of this shit. and a lot of people are wanting like just pure entertainment, and everyone knows James Cameron's name, so they'll be like, you know what, at least we're gonna go see a really good CGI movie, even if the story is shit. Like, I mean, you gotta hand it to the guy. The CGI was great.
There was so many. There was just plot holes. Like they should have just never gave up, because that guy. Like the one thing that I think does move the plot, people said that they didn't like that the bad guy was recycled. I was like, no, that actually kind of makes sense, that they would have started cloning the army guys to be avatars to go and fight and to go infiltrate and stuff like that, because they didn't like the fact that the scientists were doing everything.
Well, it does, but it also doesn't, Anna, because, and this goes into like how basic the storyline is, because yes, you could do that, because that's sci-fi. Like no one ever is truly dead in sci-fi. You can bring whoever back. That's the same thing with Sigourney Weaver's character. Like she's not really truly dead, because she's got this weird random daughter that nobody fucking knows, and out of nowhere, there she is again. But with that, like with the villain in general, what doesn't make sense is the fact that they've gone, like, they don't talk about how the earth is dying or why it's dying. They talk about how, like, we're the ones that killed it, like our pollution and our, like, our species is the one that killed the earth. But they're not talking about, like, what exactly they could do, because this, like, the human species is so technologically advanced in this world that they're doing cloning and, like, things like that. They don't need that planet. They don't need that planet because they can terraform. Clearly they have the technology to terraform, but they're not doing it because in the first movie it was because of, like, the unobtainium or whatever. But now in the second movie,
now they want the whales.
Yeah, they're like, now we want the whale junk. And it's like, what? Like,
well, my point I was trying to make was, like, because the whole thing is that it's a vendetta. It's like a blood vendetta.
Yeah.
And so the plot isn't moved by, we want the medal, really. Like, that's just a side plot. It's him trying to get revenge because
they forgot about that plot, though. They're like, in this movie, they were like,
oh yeah, this is what's funding it. Like, let's just throw that in there. I think that ship guy is going to be the bad guy in the next movie.
Well, I mean,
he got his arm cut off. He's going to be the bad guy.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
He's going to come and, like, fuck with the water kids. He's going to want revenge on the water kids.
Sure. Yeah, because he didn't die.
Kind of
the whaler, right? The whaler guy.
Yeah, they're kind of setting up to be like Captain Ahab, right?
Yeah.
He's missing an arm. And so he wants to kill the whale and then the son that's bonded with the whale.
Yep.
But
yep.
Yeah. So I forgot all the point I was making, but I don't mind stories that are like blood vendettas, like, you killed me, so I'm gonna fuck with you, and like the earth is dying kind of thing. James Cameron has always been like a hippie. So when he talked about so he actually ripped off the plot of Terminator. So he stole the plot from two different stories by Harlan Ellison, and he made
Terminator. So creative.
I know, right? Well, and it's funny because he bragged about it on an interview and on set, and Harlan Ellison was like, dude, if you would have just asked me, I would have said it's fine. So he was going to take him to court, and Spielberg ended up just giving him, or not Spielberg, Cameron gave him like $75,000. So
that's it.
Like, well, back then he's like,
but back then it was a lot of money, but still, that's it. Like, damn, that is not a lot of money.
Well, Harlan was kind of a difficult guy, but he was so fucking creative. But he was just like, yeah, if you would have just fucking asked me. But even when you go and watch Terminator, I mean, that's like the world is ending, humans, their own demise.
Yes.
Same thing with aliens. It's like humans are their own demise. So he's always been kind of a hippie, which is one thing that I will say when people complain about this movie. I'm like, this is his original story.
It is.
It is. He created the world. He is a tree hugger hippie. He cares about the earth and the environment and the whales and all that shit. It's very on theme for him. He's not ruining another IP. This is his own IP to ruin. So in that whole aspect, like, I know getting into it, that doesn't bother me.
That doesn't bother me either.
It's the inconsistencies that bother me.
Me too. I'm on the same page as you. Because I thought, like, I don't mind this story. The story is fine. It's just it has a lot of inconsistencies, which I'm like, what the fuck? And then now
smart. He needed a script doctor to sit there and be like, this is a plot hole that can be fixed. Let me explain to you how to fix it.
Right. And it just it makes me annoyed because I'm like, well, how many years do I gotta wait till I see the fucking finished story? Because what the hell was the point of Sigourney Weaver's like daughter's character? Like I'm like, okay, and she's basically like clearly she was knocked up by one of the dudes there. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's a clone. I can't.
Sean Burns, everyone stole from Harlan Ellison. They did. They really did.
This is true. Let me get to some of these super chats. Thank you, everybody. But let me, before I do, actually, one last question. Do you think it's going to make the 2 billion?
I think it will.
I think so too.
I don't think it's going to make as much money as they wanted it to make. But you also got to think, it's not just the box office, it's the merchandising. Like already, even before this movie came out, Todd McFarlane had his Avatar line of action figures that were already ready to be sold.
See, he's smart.
It's going to be huge at theme parks.
He's smart, though. He knows where the money's at.
He is.
Where the money's
This is going to be huge at the theme parks. They could have an entire water section of what fucking Disney World, have all this Avatar shit. And it looks cool. Like, you don't even have to like Avatar to go to the Avatar section of Disney World and be like, this is so fucking cool. And you have a 5-hour long ride. You can do so much with it because he literally created this entire universe. And so there's a lot there, and you can make plushies of those stupid fish. You can
there's so much potential. Yeah. Let me ask you one other question about the story, because this part drove me nuts too. I forget her name though. Like his wife's character, Natiri. Okay, when she decides to like be like to the evil guy. By the way, spoiler alert, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert. Sorry. But when she is like, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker, like the human child. I'm gonna kill this dude, like a son for a son, like put my fucking, like put my kid down or whatever. And the guy doesn't like. But didn't you think that she just went totally evil? I was like, dude, she's gonna kill her own kid, basically. Like she was like, I'm gonna kill this bitch.
Well, in that sense, I think her son had just died. Like her kid had just died in her arms. So she's a little not very rational. And that might come up in the next movie, because I think they filmed the third and the fourth one at the same time.
Yeah, see, because I thought the kid was gonna take off at that point, because he was like, you
almost killed me.
And clearly, like, you don't give a shit about me at all. Like you're gonna kill me for this situation.
I like how nobody got mad that the kid was helping them the whole time.
well, he didn't have a choice, though. I mean, they kind of understood. It's like you're a POW, like you're a prisoner of war. You don't really have a choice, and he didn't, because he had to have mask. Like
he didn't have to show them how to like fly on the birds, or
that's true.
He didn't have to do a lot of this stuff. He could have just done the most basic shit.
I think he was trying to do the most basic shit, but then his connection with the father started to seep in, and then he couldn't not do that. I don't know. God, what a weird story. Thor Odinson for $1.99 says, you gotta honeypot him, Anna. Oh God.
Dan, I'm not his type.
I think you want her to honeypot you, Thor Odinson. Just saying. Bird Up for 2 says, Chrissy will pick Sarah Uranus just for the jokes. This is true. Yep. Russell Hall for 2. See, Anna, Chrissy will play Sailor Uranus. She probably will. Wolfsbane for $5 says, from what I've heard, Zaslav wants to reboot dormant franchises such as the HB and Lord of the Rings. What? Lord of the Rings? It's already been rebooted. Either redo, re-edit The Hobbit into 2 movies.
I think there's a fan edit out there of all of them into one movie.
Oh, yeah. Like the whole giant thing, which is dumb because
somebody said I like Avatar apart from the movies and the franchise. See, I love the first Avatar. I'm totally fine with Pocahontas with aliens in outer space. It's super, super simple. Everything that I wanted to happen happened, and I liked it, and it didn't need any more. But I'm okay if there's more if it's good.
I never liked Avatar, like the story. Like I always thought it was fucking shit. I was like, oh, it's like Dances with Wolves in Space, whatever.
But
like
see,
it's
I
really
like that.
basic. You were fine with it. I thought it was basic. I was just like it's fine. Like I didn't hate it, but I was like, it's just a really basic story, and I'm fine with it. Like I'm fine with it being a basic story rather than like you said, like he's not destroying some other IP. Like I'm fine. Like go make your basic story. But it was more about the visuals than anything else. Like it was more about the visuals than the story, I think. And I think that he leaned more into that in this new one too. Like it was like, the story is
it's let me show you what I can do with CGI, which I mean, James Cameron, all of his movies. So one of the first like big step in computer animation was with T2 with the Terminator, the liquid metal one.
Yep, I remember that. It was a big
so
thing.
That movie like changed special effects.
Yes, it did.
Like, to get more to CG. And so again, and that movie came out or was that Aliens? I think it was that one. So one of the things that I kind of had faith for was like, okay, James Cameron did Terminator, and then he took like a 7-year break and then did Terminator 2, which was incredible. Aliens, he didn't make Aliens, but Aliens came out I think almost 9 years later, right?
I don't know. The dates
it was a big gap. It was the same thing with Terminator. He takes gaps in between movies, and it's usually better than the first.
Aliens was 1986.
Aliens, but when did the first one come out?
The Alien.
It was a big gap between Alien and Aliens.
The Alien came out in 1979.
So yeah, there you go. There's a big gap, 79 to 86, and then Alien versus Aliens. There was a gap there too.
But Alien, he didn't do though, right? Like the first. No,
he did. Ridley Scott did it, and then he came in and he did Aliens.
Yeah. You're right. Okay.
So I was like, oh, I have a little faith because his track record is pretty damn good.
Yeah. Other than like the latest Terminator, like he's done a lot of great movies. I mean, I love The Abyss. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
I love The Abyss. I thought it was a great movie, especially when I saw it as a kid. It was really fun. It was like exciting. It was mysterious. That's why I have faith in Cameron. I think like everybody was like, this movie's never gonna make $2 billion. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like a lot of people think like you. They're like James Cameron.
Normies like it. He's got a big name director on it. It might not be the best thing ever, but it's something that everyone can watch.
Yep. Exactly. Wolf's paying for $5 says, from what I've heard, Zasla. Got that one. Thank you. Russell Hall for $2 says, just put some Mio on the baklava. Ew.
No.
Gross. Ugh. John Burns for $6.99 says, I like Elliot Page. I like Henry Cavill. I'd watch either as Superman. Stop it, John Burns. Stop it. These are Warner Bros. James Gunn decisions. Acting, not an easy gig. Dude, I saw a post.
I would actually like to see Elliot Page get like a serious role as
like Elliot Page.
as a male character, just to see if the acting would translate over. Because I mean, I liked Juno, and I liked a lot of
I like Ellen Page when she was Ellen Page too.
I mean,
like, I liked her movies.
Fine in what was it?
Inception?
Yeah, Inception.
Yeah, I loved her in Inception. I thought she was great. I've always really liked her. So I wonder that too. Like I wouldn't mind seeing her in something as like her new self, but as Superman, fuck off. Like no,
not as Superman.
No.
I was thinking like I don't know how he's aging now.
No.
But like I would say more of an origin story. Like kind of like playing like young, very like a young teenager, and then like becoming the superhero and that awkwardness.
That awkward phase. Yeah. Well, the funny part is that
and then recast the next one and get like a really yoked out dude.
Oh my God. That'd be hilarious. But the funny part is that somebody had made that like a Twitter thread saying that he's seriously being considered as Superman. And like somebody had tagged a whole bunch of us and was like, what do you think of this rumor? And one of the, like somebody went and commented like, Doomcock, you need to tell us if this is true or something. And even Doomcock came into the thread and was like, listen, I'm going to ask my sources, but I'm going to tell you guys, I think this is 99.9% bullshit. And I was like, even Doomcock's calling bullshit on this one. You know you're dealing with like, a complete and utter fabrication because there's no way that's going to be a thing. But
Well, no,
okay.
it's just like the people that get on my ass about, what's her name? The black chick that wants to be like the fan casting is Rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, it's gonna happen. I'm like, it's literally a fan casting.
Yeah,
like,
it's not.
I don't care if it happens. I don't think she's the right one to play Rogue. And somebody
I don't either.
who I thought would be the right one to play Rogue, if Renee Zellweger was in her 20s, I think she would have been her prime. I think she would have been perfect as Rogue. And she's really good at doing accents, and like she's kind of got that sultry voice. I think in her prime, she would have been perfect as Rogue.
What about like Kate Winslet in her prime?
Maybe Jane, but I don't know.
Ooh, okay. Jane? I could see that.
Jane.
Yeah.
Maybe Jane.
Because she's like the redhead, right? I mean, well, they're both
that was just my immediate thought, but I don't know.
Everyone's saying no. Just no.
No.
We're just talking, you guys. Calm down. Okay, let me ask you this. Who do you think, just give me your best option, who do you think that James Gunn is going to cast as Superman? The new, young, emo
I like
Superman.
the Ta-Nehisi Coates Superman movie is still getting made. The dude that was like, F you guys in 9/11. And he won't
Black Superman.
Anyone that disagrees with him. I think they're probably going to try to do the Michael B. Jordan as Calvin Ellis, but I don't know.
Well, no, but I'm talking about like Henry Cavill's replacement. Like, who do you think is going to be the new?
It'll be some kid guy that's probably on Disney Channel right now that's like trending with TikTok Zoomers.
But you don't like have a name off the top of your head that you're like, I think that this guy is going to be it. Like Barry from Nerdrotic said Timothy Chalamet, and I was like, there's no fucking way.
He doesn't have a cleft chin. He's too skinny.
He is too skinny,
but I don't know if he's Superman.
Gary was saying this isn't a joke, like because they're so like they just want like soy
I saw
boy
that come up on Twitter like a month or two ago, like or whenever it happened. I saw people in James Gunn's thread posting his picture because he's got like a huge following. He is young enough to do like an origin story Superman thing.
Well, like because everybody was saying, why are people saying Hunter Biden in the chat?
Oh my god.
Well, like the other thing is like a lot of people were saying like Tom Holland, and I was like, Tom Holland is Spider-Man already. Like, why is he? No, like why would he even be considered? Like he's already Spider-Man.
Well, Timothy Chalamet, he's a fantastic actor.
He is.
So 100%. At least they would have that, but I don't think he has the physicality to play Superman.
I don't think so either. But see, the thing is, though, is that can you do movie magic on that? I'm just wondering, Give him the suit. Because, okay, hold on. Like, and everybody said no to me on this one, but I think he'd be a good option. The guy, Robbie from, what's it called? From Cobra Kai. And the only reason a lot of people are saying no to him,
he's like shorter than I am.
Yeah, because he's short. But you can do magic, like movie magic with height. Like you can make it like, Tom Cruise has been a freaking action star forever. Nobody knew he was like fucking 4 foot tall when he was making like action.
Timothy Chalamet is 5 feet 10 inches.
See, I think like the face wise, he could pull it off better, and he's got the chin too.
He doesn't have the cleft or the widow's peak. They can fake that, but
they can make that too.
I don't know. Timothy Chalamet is just too skinny. I don't know if
he's way too skinny. At least this kid works out.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. I think you're right though. They're probably gonna go with some sort of fucking.
Well, Timothy Chalamet is on red carpet events wearing a dress, basically.
Oh God.
Well, here I'll share my screen. Have you seen the pictures of him? He's in like a woman's halter top.
Oh God.
Like, see, like look at.
It's their new Superman, everybody.
Oh, or is it a scarf? It's like a
Well,
Hollywood
I mean,
scarf thingy.
he's
But
very
yeah, you can see
extravagant.
he's not very muscular. Like this is not Superman's back.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
I think my arms are wider than his. Like I'm sorry. I don't think this is Superman. But hey, you know what? He might transform. He might.
But see, that's the thing. Gary was saying that like as a joke because he's like such a soy femboy that like he was saying like that he thinks that they would want to butcher Superman to the extent of casting this guy because you know that's what they want in Hollywood now is like little soy boys. Which I get, but at the same time, I'm like, oh God, I hope not. But man, he's so good in Dune, though. Like, you can't tell that he's like such a fucking weirdo in real life. I really like that movie. Let me see. John Burns says, "Oh wait, I got that one. Thank you." 200 Watt Studios for $5 says baklava is sweet and sticky with pistachios and others, and soft and hard. It's awesome. I love it too, but I don't think Anna would like it. Russell Hallford says, I thought Brittany was infatuated with J-Doll. I think it's the other way around, dude. John Burns for $6.99 says, just screened the movie Silverado at 1985, where I live. Great cast starting with Scott Glenn. Always enjoyed it. If you can, Nina, check it out. I think I've seen that movie. It's a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it. Let me check it out. Yeah, it's the Western movie with Kevin Costner. Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
You have?
I like Kevin Costner though. So.
I know you like Kevin Costner. That's why I was like, I wonder if Anna's seen it. I should give it a rewatch though. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Hey, have you seen the new one he's in?
Yeah, Yellowstone.
Yeah,
it's good.
I've been told by so many people that it's good. I want to watch it. I really do want to watch it, but it's just it's long and it's not over yet, so I'm kind of nervous. I'm like,
just watch the first like 3 episodes and see if you like it.
Okay, I will. But you like it? It's good?
Yeah, no, it's super good.
Okay, I'm gonna watch
There's
it.
some parts that get like a little like, would this really happen? And it's with the youngest son and his wife, and you'll know what it is when it starts happening. But
how many seasons is it?
I think like 5 now. I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you know if they're like ending it at any time soon, or are they like?
I don't know.
Have you kept up with it? Like, have you watched
I'm a couple seasons behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silverado was great.
When we go up to Peaches' parents' house, so I'm like, we wait until we're there and we watch it with them.
Erratic. So. Okay. Wolfsbane for $2 says, never start a business with your spouse. I guess it depends what kind of business and
what your relationship is with your spouse.
Yeah. John Burns, thank you for the $6.99, says the talk of women getting 50% of everything reminds me of Johnny Carson mentioning Joan Crawford paying alimony. Whoa, a woman paying alimony? That's funny. Real quick, I wanted to show you this, Anna, because it made me think of you, because I know that you're a fan of his. Where is it? You know when you open like 20 tabs and you're like, why is there so many tabs? I literally opened this thing for you and it's like gone now. Dang it. Where did I put it? I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, there it is. Literally was like the next tab to what I needed to open. Okay. Did you see this?
No. Oh, Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
He does stuff like this all the time on Instagram.
I know, he's so great. Like, he just seems like the funnest grandpa. Right? He just seems like the funnest grandpa. He's such a cute. He's a cutie. Okay, hang on. Oh, this is the other thing I was going to show you, because I was going to originally I was going to show you the meme of me and Gary, but I couldn't find it. But I did find this.
Oh my God.
Did you see this thing?
2-person sauna. Yeah.
I was like, so Chrissy Mayer introduced me to a website called this is why I'm broke.com.
Oh, I love that website.
Yeah, it's such a great website. So I was looking for a birthday present for my mom the other day. And as I'm like, just, swiping through stuff, this thing pops up, and I was like, what the f- is that? I feel like this is a bit of a false advertising though, because that's not 2-person. Like, and everybody in my comments were like, this is some sort of feet fetish thing. Now, do you think this is some sort of feet fetish thing, Anna?
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of seems like it, doesn't it? It's kind of fucked up. That's
100%.
It's probably like something Russell Hall has like 5 of. Russell Hall for $5 says, don't listen to her, Nina. Anna released a video pretending to be happy for Henry just so she could release a follow-up video calling her out.
I didn't know that it was fake until I saw the evidence.
I mean, I feel like she's in his corner, Russell. And then shit started to just fall apart. And Anna's one of those girls that's like, hey, listen, like if something stinks, I'm gonna like, sniff that out and just be like, that's where the garbage is. We should clean it. She's just one of those girls. I don't think that she meant it the other way. It was you, Russell Hall. You showed it to us. I was on Chrissy's stream, and I guess it was Russell Hall that super chatted for us to check it out, and we did. And now I'm addicted, and I'm going to be broke thanks to Russell Hall. Thank you. Okay, got that one. Thank you, Russell. 200 Watt Studios for $5 says, I remember when you put that Henry Cavill video out. Fantastic investigative journalism, Anna. I agree. This is one of her greatest.
Sorry.
It's all good. John Burns for $6.99 says the Soviets invading Afghanistan killed the decathlon at the Olympics. Bruce Jenner in 1976 won, and the boycott. Won, and then the boycott, and then the reverse boycott. Oh my God, John Burns, you're just fun, like full of fun factoids that no one knows about. Russell Hall's like, damn right, I showed it to you. Well, thank you, Russell. Thank you,
Russell.
Now I can buy people gifts. Russell Hall for $5 says, I just realized Anna started lightening her hair right after she found out about Henry's new girlfriend.
Did I?
Dun, dun, dun.
I went light to do the rogue hair.
I was just going to say, didn't you do the light because of the rogue hair? Was the timing like in the same area?
I don't even remember. I just know that I wanted to have my hair. Well, I originally went in because my hair was so dead. And because basically what happened last time was I had a little bit of light, and then I was like, fuck this, I'm going back to dark and I'm just going to let it grow out. But all of the like bleach from before was just basically the last 5 inches of my hair. So it was really long, but it was so dead. So I went in, I was like, oh, I'll get some, like, I'm getting a lot of white in my hair now. And I've had like this random white patch since I was like 19, but it's all like sporadic and crazy. So I was like, I'll just blend it in because I'm tired of dyeing my hair black every couple of months. And then I think I did it once or twice, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna do the rogue streaks, and then everyone was like, oh, that's awesome.
So now you have to like dye it less because your hair is lighter.
Yeah, well, the white, like, it looks like
it blends in.
It's one of my highlights.
Okay.
But I'm kind of over it. I kind of want to go back to my dark hair, but I'm like, it's so short.
Oh yeah, it is. Like, I remember when I started watching your channel and you had like
so long.
You had super long hair. You had like the really thick, cool eyebrows that I loved. And I was like obsessed with your eyebrows. I was like,
I hated those eyebrows.
I fucking love them. And I was like obsessed with you and your eyebrows. I know, it's like the weirdest thing. And I remember you had the part, And you would always say in your streams, you're like, I'm never going blonde. Like, because people like Russell Hall, I remember would like super chat you and be like, you should do this with your hair and you should do that with your hair. And you were like, no, fuck you. Like, I'm never going blonde.
And then
things changed.
Yeah, well, I've been sick of it for a while, but I'm just like, it costs so much money to do, Nina.
I know.
And I'm just like, it looks good on video.
It looks great. I mean, you look great.
It looks terrible in real life. Like, instead of this nice color that's on camera, it's like a ugly yellowy orange.
Really? Because you look great. Like, that looks like a great hair color.
It's not.
Wow.
And then, like, well, when I get closer, like, this is more so what it looks like.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
And you can, like, definitely see how it's growing out.
Yes, you can see the growing out for sure.
Let's see, like, you can see some of my sporadic whites somewhere.
But I can't see them because they look like they're streaks.
It looks great like this. Everywhere else, not so much.
That's so funny. Isn't that so funny about the lighting? Like, my lipstick is so different in real life than this, like, because it's so much lighter on camera. And then, like, in real life, I look like I'm like, hello, like I'm purple. Like,
well, it's funny. I had this sweater and it was this nice beige and it had like gold like sewn in with it. And I was like, oh, this is super cute. It obviously doesn't look anything like my hair does. And I was gonna wear it on the Last Jack show because I was like, oh, I just got this cute sweater. It's gonna look super cute on stream. And I get on stream, I'm like, it's the exact same color as my hair. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I had to go and change my sweater for the Last Jack show. But even like right now, like this is actually like a dark tan. And
it looks brown. Yeah.
But
okay, can I just also say that I love Hi Anna. Like,
oh my God.
Shit, that Last Jack show. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna tune in for like 5 minutes.
I don't remember what happened, but everyone liked it.
I was like, I'm just gonna like tune in for 5 minutes just to say Merry Christmas to the Jack show, and I'm just gonna log out. I sat there on my phone for like 5 hours. I couldn't stop watching because you were so funny. Like, I couldn't stop watching and laughing at you. Well, with you, because you just had the giggles like the entire time. And I was like, I can't stop watching this. It was so good. See, it was so good.
Everyone's been saying that they love Hi Anna, that I have to be high now from now on. And I'm like, what happened?
It was so good. You were just so like, you were just so high. You were like, you just laughed at everything. There was this one, oh my God. And this was like when I walked into the show and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I'm like, is Anna high? Because like you didn't insult Cecil fast enough. So like walked into the show. Good night, Scott. Good to see you. Thanks for the super sticker. I walked into the show and he's going, you guys are talking about something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like, you're talking about something. And then he goes, I really love when because you said something about it's you were talking about your heater. You were saying how you're so happy that you got a heater now because it's been so long since you've been cold. And you're like, I love my heater. It's so great. Like, I feel so good. And it makes you think about the little things. And he goes, I love girls that love the little things. And it took you like maybe 30 seconds for the joke to hit. And then you started like laughing your ass off afterwards. Oh no. It's so funny because regular Anna would have been like on it like right away, you know? And I was like, is Anna high? Like, and everyone in the chat's like, yeah, she ate some edibles. And I was like, all right, this is gonna be a great show. And it was.
I know. Well, there was one that I think I said that I somewhat remember because it was maybe in the beginning of me being high, but it was something about like, Cecil was talking about how he's going skiing again and something like that. And how he's like, oh yeah, maybe I'll get like another new nose. And I said something like, well, that's still not going to fix it.
Yeah, you did say that.
Like,
and it was fucking great.
You fucking bitch.
I was
that one.
dying. I remember that too. That I was dying.
Well, Peaches and I have actually never gotten high together because we don't really like to get high. Like, I'll only get high like if I'm out somewhere or something. And like the last time he got high, him and his twin were like at a concert and his twin has diabetes, so like he can only eat certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess one of the things that they used to eat was like Rice Krispie treats. So they both like Rice Krispie treats because it's something his twin can eat. And they got like edible Rice Krispie treats. And I guess he was so hungry that he ate the whole thing.
Oh my God. Well,
So
yeah,
they were,
that'll
like,
happen.
high at a concert in San Francisco.
That'll happen. Did you munch out at that night or did you just go pass out?
I guess he was watching Star Trek, so I went inside and I was gonna eat cheese because something that I do when I'm high is I just crave cheese.
I love cheese.
And he knew, like I had told him the story when I was high in San Francisco, and I was very poor, broke college student, but I would always make sure I had like a block of cheese because that could make me grilled cheese and like for a decent amount of time. So I always had cup noodle and a cube of cheese. And I guess I just sat there and I ate the entire thing when I was high. So I told him that. Oh, it's a waving dog.
Thanks for another super sticker, buddy. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I had warned him. I'm like, whenever I get high, I have this insane craving for cheese. So, and I told him, I was like, I'm coming on the Jack Show. If I come in here and I start raiding the fridge, do not let me eat all the cheese. He knew I was going for the fucking cheese. And he's like, Anna, Star Trek's on. And I was like, so I went and I guess I sat there and then I guess I was just being a weirdo. And he said I kept trying to like touch his eyelashes.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
And then he was like, and then you just like, we're like, I'm going to bed. And I guess I wouldn't leave until he went. So he's like, I want to watch my show. And I was like, I don't know how to walk. He just said I kept making excuses. And so he said he made me walk, or I made him walk me to bed. And then he said I just passed out.
Oh, that's so cute. I love how you got him into Star Trek because I remember when I was like watching your channel and you were like, my boyfriend doesn't like Star Trek. And I was like, what the fuck is she with some guy? This isn't like, how could, like, there's no way. You're like such a huge fan.
I converted him wholeheartedly.
That's amazing. Okay, so what has he watched? And what has he yet to go through? What's his favorite?
He hasn't seen the first couple seasons of Next Gen. He has watched all of Deep Space Nine twice now. He just finished his second watch through. He's watched Voyager once, and he has watched the last 2 seasons of Enterprise. Because what I'll do is I'll turn it on, and I'll start watching it like while I'm doing something. And then when I'm in here, like doing work, he'll have it on. So he'll steal my spot. And he continues to watch it. So I turned on Deep Space Nine again, and I was like, I feel like the first couple seasons always get kind of glanced over, because all the intense stuff happens later. Yeah. So I was like, I'll just rewatch the first and second season and give it a go again, like before the Dominion and all that. And this motherfucker kept watching it without me.
Oh God, I hate when they do that.
It's okay. It's okay because I've seen it so many times. I'm like, whatever. I can watch.
My husband does that too. Like it'll be like, and right now I'm doing it to him. To be fair, with Seinfeld, like because that's like one of our shows that we just like keep rewatching and rewatching over again. So then like he was watching it, and then I took his spot, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna start watching this now.
Okay. See, I actually don't like Seinfeld. I like George. I don't like. Don't hate me.
I don't know how I can be friends with you anymore, Anna.
Well, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I can't stand Elaine, and I don't like. They're just not good people. I think that's what it is.
They're terrible people. That's why they go to jail in the end. They're awful people. That's the whole point of the show.
I love George. George is.
We're living in a society. We're supposed to act in a civilized way.
I love George too.
George is the best one. Like, I love the episode where he's like, I'm going to do the exact opposite of my instincts.
Yes.
And he gets everything he's ever wanted.
He's the opposite. That's a great episode. Now, let me ask you this. Since you love George, have you ever watched Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Mm-mm.
So Larry David, creator of Seinfeld, has a show. It's called Curb Your Enthusiasm, where he basically, he's George, like in real life. So that show is about his life and his actual dealings in Hollywood and, being who he is. And it's such a great show. I wonder if you would like that show because it's more grounded. So you might like actually enjoy it. And it's in California, like about the stars. So you might relate to it more. They did the Seinfeld reunion on Curb Your Enthusiasm as well. Like the season 8 of Curb Your Enthusiasm is Seinfeld's show. So there's this part where Larry's ex-wife, he wants to get her back, and he's like trying to get her back, but she starts dating Jason Alexander. And she's like, I just really like him because he's like George. And he goes like, and Larry David starts screaming like, I'm George, like, because he based George's character on himself.
I thought he based Seinfeld on himself.
George is Larry David, and you will see, like, when you watch, if you ever watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, or when you watch it, you will see how George is Larry David, or vice versa, how Larry David is George Costanza. And it's really, really funny. That guy's a genius.
The episode where Jerry was sleeping with his maid.
Oh my God. They're all so good. I love that episode. When she's like, when he's like, what did I just pay for?
Basically sex.
Yep. She's like a whore. David Morris for $2 says, have either of you ever seen HBO's Rome? It's excellent. No, I haven't. Have you?
I heard it's really good. I just haven't watched it.
I know. I've been told by everybody. Nick says it's one of his favorite shows of all time. And I was like, man, I got to check the show out. When somebody tells me like that's their favorite show of all time, I usually make like an effort to watch it. So I'm going to watch Rome at some point. What is your favorite show of all time? Other than Star Trek, I guess.
I was going to say like maybe Frasier.
I love Frasier. Okay, we could still be friends. It's fine.
Yeah,
you like sitcoms.
I like the first season of X-Files. Like the first couple seasons are so good.
So good.
And then,
man, Anna, Frasier is like one of the best. Like it's not even an original series because it's like,
spin-off.
It's a spin-off. It's like one of the best spin-offs of all time.
Better than Cheers, in my opinion.
I thought so too. Did you know that they're remaking it? Well, not remaking it.
I'm not happy about it at all. They're gonna destroy it.
I'm so upset about this reboot. I'm like, dude, why?
Well, even fuck, what's her name? I think it's Jane something, but the chick that played Daphne, she's just like, it wouldn't be the same without, Martin. And
it wouldn't.
The show is gonna go to shit, considering I will be so livid if they recast him.
Well, no, I think what is going to happen, I think it's going to be that he's basically the dad now. Martin's dead, and Frasier's the dad that probably has to go live with his son because you know how he had a son,
Frederick.
Yeah, Frederick. So I think that they're going to have it be like that, like that he's the roles are reversed now, and he has to like get used to like living with Frederick, or maybe vice versa. Like I don't know, maybe like Frederick's moving in because the economy is bad. I don't know, but
that would be terrible.
I mean, like it would be crazy if they're still making it in Seattle because Seattle's a fucking shithole.
Well,
now.
He left Seattle. Like that was the end of the show. Was he's supposed to be going to San Francisco to be on TV, and instead he goes to Chicago to go after that one chick,
which was dumb. I didn't like that.
I didn't like it either, but it was such a him thing to do.
It was such a him thing to do. God, that was such a good show. Man, they don't make them like that anymore. Thor Wardenson for $1.99. So Henry's pulling a Rock Hudson?
No.
Okay. Grumpy, thank you. Grumpy Old Ninja for $5 says Leviathan was just as fun as the Abyss, but the Abyss freaked me out with its water breathing, made me feel like I was drowning on dry land. Ooh, that was freaky. It's like the Doctor Who episode. Scarpy the Strange for $2 says, is James Cameron just a hippie Michael Bay? Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I mean, I don't. It's extremely insulting to James Cameron considering Michael Bay's track record. I think the best Michael Bay movie was The Island, and I think that movie would have been done so much better by another director.
Did you ever watch Island with Ewan McGregor and ScarJo? Yeah, that was good. That was a good movie. I like the original better.
There was an original one?
Yeah. Or is that the one that's based on the book? I think The Island. I think the OG is from. Let me see. I think it was like from the 50s or something. Yeah, 1980. 1980
It was
with,
from
it's
a
with,
different director, I think.
with Michael Caine.
Oh. That sounds like a good movie to watch. I like Michael Caine.
Yeah. Yeah, the skeptical journalist Blair Merritt is assigned to explore the area known as the Bermuda Triangle, where thousands of boats have disappeared in a 3-year span. Yeah, it's the same movie. It's just
no, that's a completely different movie.
Oh no, you're talking about the island with Ewan McGregor. I thought that
clones.
Yeah, the clones.
Yeah.
Why is it the same name? I thought it was being remade. Or had been remade. Like this was the remake, The Island with Ewan McGregor. But maybe I'm wrong. I could be fucking it up. The OG Island was great. Yeah, see, people are saying that too. I thought I'd seen another one. Is this one of those instances? What is that called,
Same
Anna?
thing, a different plot.
No, but like, is this one of those instances when like, you know how like some people, it's like a glitch in the matrix where some people remember something, but some people are like, that thing didn't happen, but it did happen.
Yeah. No, I've gotten it a lot lately. Everyone that it's starting to trend now about totally off topic from movies, but with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's oldest daughter, their biological with Shiloh. So Shiloh, I remember when they officially separated and they said it was for irrevocable differences.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Mandela effect. And how it was because Angie had Shiloh in intense therapy and Shiloh wanted to be called John and she wore boys' clothes. She had short hair. And Brad Pitt literally said, no, she's just going through a phase.
Yep.
Putting my kid on drugs.
I remember that.
And that's why they separated. My mom is the world's biggest Angelina Jolie fan. My mom loves Brad Pitt too, but she's all about Angelina Jolie. She fucking loves Angie. My mom loved Lara Croft. She's like Tomb Raider all the fucking way. My mom loves
She's a
Angie.
fan. Mm-hmm.
And everyone liked Angelina Jolie movies. She was awesome back in the day.
We all loved her back in the day.
Yeah,
And then she went
everybody
crazy.
loves Angie and Brad Pitt, but everybody knows that Angie's batshit fucking crazy.
Yes.
Like she's making her kids eat bugs. And I remember this article coming out about how and it was like a video or like, you know, an interview where she was talking about how she's like, yeah, I don't allow my children to play with other children because I want them to all like be bonded and be best friends with one another. I don't want other children in my kids' lives. And I was like, that was fucked up. And my mom was even like, she's great, but she's crazy. And I remember they broke up because of arguments over their children.
I
And
remember that.
knew it was over Shiloh.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
How absolutely beautiful she is.
I know. Isn't that so crazy? And everybody was like back then, it was like, oh, she's trans. And like, you know, she should be putting on hormones and stuff. And it's like, no, she's just going
through a phase.
Oh, God.
And
she was like a tomboy, basically.
And no one is talking about it now, about how Shiloh was a tomboy. And now she's gone through puberty and she's wearing makeup. She's letting her hair grow out. She's wearing dresses.
She's really pretty.
She's beautiful. She got like the best features from both of them.
I know. She's like the prettiest one.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like when she was young, I didn't even know she was a girl. Like I thought she was a boy. And I was like, she looks exactly like Brad Pitt. Like I was like, holy fuck. Like her like his son looks exactly like him. And everybody was like, that's his girl. That's his daughter. I was like, oh my God.
Somebody saying Angie did not like Brad Pitt's parents. She doesn't even like her own parents. So that doesn't surprise me.
She hates her dad.
Yeah, she hates him. So I mean,
she's a hardcore lefty though. Like she's a hardcore lefty. And her dad's a hardcore righty. So of course they're not gonna get along.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got that one. Thank you. Wolf Spain for $5 says Warner Brothers still has the film rights to Lord of the Rings. Also, it's rumored he either wants to reboot Harry Potter movies or just have another set of movies by JK. Ooh. Well, maybe that would be better, like another set of movies. Just stop rebooting shit. I'm so over it.
I actually wanted a Fantastic Beasts fucking trilogy where we get to go see all of the fucking monsters or all the all the actual fantastical beasts. Like, let's go around the world and write your book, and in each movie that could have been a great TV show.
That could have been a good series. Yeah.
In each episode, he's interacting with a different fantastical monster creature thing.
It would be like Pokemon, but like live
Mhm.
action. Like, so he's just going around like, gotta catch them all. Like he's just like catching all the fucking different beasts.
If you're going to do a movie about Dumbledore and Grindelwald, have that be its own thing. Don't ruin Fantastic Beasts with that shit.
John Burns for $6.99 says, remember E.T. the extraterrestrial? There's a great video on it of it on Nebula. Check it out, nostalgia fans. No risk of demonetization. Okay, I'll have to check that out later because I'm running a little late tonight, John. But thank you. I will check that out. For $2.79, thank you, says Nathan Fillion's got the chin like Bruce Campbell. Ooh,
He's just a little too old now.
Yeah, he's too old. Like, if they're rejecting Henry Cavill because he's too old, like Nathan Fillion's a lot older than Henry Cavill. Russell Hall for $2 says, how about Ezra Miller Superman? Just I need to ban you for that call. Just get out. Just get out. Wait. Where's my...
If you're going to replace Ezra Miller, that's the person that Timothée Chalamet should replace. He can be the Flash.
No, he would make a terrible Barry Allen. Like, no way.
Bleach his hair red, make him Wally.
Make him reverse Flash. Like, I'd be fine with that.
Stop it. Get some help.
Russell Hall for another $2 says, whatever, Brittany constantly rubs off to J Doll. Oh,
I doubt it, Russell.
That is not true. The John Beck for $5 says, by any chance, one of these rappies, Geno's Pars Shamshiri Taste of Tehran. Oh, I think it's Taste of Tehran. And I'm pretty sure Shamshiri is good too. But I'm almost 90% sure it's Taste of Tehran, but I'll get back to you, the John Beck, because I don't know 100%, and I want to be accurate on this fact. John Burns for $2.79 says, come on, Kevin Costner only younger, early 20s. I don't know what this is in reference to.
It's about the movie. Oh no, now they're tagging us in the oh my god.
What are we getting tagged on?
Elliot Page is
You want to share
Superman.
Oh yeah, will you share it? Let's let the people see. This is the one I was talking about with Doomcock saying like no, like this is 100% not happening. Like even Doomcock was like no. He looks like a girl.
Like they're using the photos of the girl.
Oh. Like, why does he still look like a girl? What the fuck? Russell Hall for $2. I don't remember giving Anna her advice ever. Hair advice ever. Have you?
I don't remember. Russell does so many things.
Maybe it wasn't you, Russell. It was somebody was like, why don't you, dye your hair lighter? Maybe it wasn't you. I don't know. It was somebody weird. John Burns for $6.99 says, Martin Short's style joke. You're very nice, Anna. What are you doing? What are you doing with Nina? I mean, how did that happen? What? We're friends. I don't get it. That went over my head. John, what? I don't know what you're talking about. For $2.79, thank you. It says, you guys seen Bollywood movie RRR? Amazing. Yes, I've seen it, and there's a review.
Sent me a clip, and he was laughing. He's like, "You're gonna hate this movie," and it's with like the guys dancing.
Oh, of course. I mean, this is a Bollywood movie. Like every Bollywood movie has dancing in it.
Not my thing.
I know, but you could just fast forward that part. You should just watch it for the part, like the beginning. I can't even explain it to you because it's like already spoiling it. But there's this one really epic scene where there's like the main dude, right? Like one of the main characters wants to get from point A to point B. And he literally goes through like hordes of thousands and thousands of people to get to his target. And it's the most one of the most epic scenes of cinema I have ever seen. But you can fast forward the dancing scenes. Like everything else is pretty fucking good though. I think you'd still like it.
As in multiple.
I think it's got like there's one big one where they're all like dancing with the girls and everything like that. And then there's there's one song that doesn't have any dancing involved, and it's like near the end of the movie where like the guy's like telling his life story as like, it's like that crazy epic drama scene of the movie. And that's what, Indian movies do, is like they put song into like drama scenes to make it even more dramatic. But I think what you'll like about it more than anything is the masculinity. Like if you watch the movie and you're like, oh shit, these people are so like masculine. But other than that, I mean, I don't know, if you don't like Bollywood movies, you're probably not going to like it because it's Bollywood. Well, it's not Bollywood. It's Trollywood, which is people will get really mad at you if you call RRR Bollywood movie.
I've heard.
John Burns, I'm telling you that right now. Like, stop calling it Bollywood. It's politically incorrect.
John person, I don't really have any interest.
Sometimes you just don't vibe with things.
Have you ever seen the Indian Superman movie?
No, but I would. What is this?
It is one of the worst things that you will ever see. The guy that they get to play Superman is like middle-aged and overweight, but it's like we have the little Amazon box, and like we typed in Superman, and then Peach is like, what the fuck is this? So we turned it on, and it's like the most random shit. Like it's in India, everything's in Indian, but there's like really bad dubs or subs, I can't remember, and like it's in this Indian house, and like the parents get killed, and so the boy is dying. He gets taken to this temple with like monkeys, and somehow
I'm looking it up. Is it called Indian Superman? Like, what is this called?
It just is Indian Superman. I'd have to find it on my Amazon box again.
Oh my god, is it this thing?
He goes from like being 9 years old to 50, and he's
my god.
It's one of the worst things I have ever seen in my life.
What the
fuck? He's so fat, and he like we couldn't even get through it. We're like, what is going on?
I mean, I just watched freaking Witcher Blood Origin. I think this is probably better.
I don't know, Nina. It's pretty bad. Has anyone else seen this movie?
What is this? Like freaking like Spider Woman? What the fuck? Wait, is this on? Like, let's check this out on YouTube. Like, can we see a trailer? Because that
I don't know.
Hold on, let's see. You don't remember the name?
No, we literally just typed in Superman because we wanted to watch the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Okay, hold on. Funny superhero ripoffs. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We have a landing.
It makes absolutely no fucking sense. He gets his powers from like a monkey god or something. Oh, that's not it.
This is the other one because I think he's in it too. There he is.
Oh, there he is. He's like fat and old. Oh, there's the monkey god, or one of them. Look at him. Oh, this is the end of the movie.
Oh my god, he slapped him. Oh my god, and of course they have to sing and dance in it. Oh my god, she's riding his back.
It is one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my life. Avengers Spider-Man.
Dude, that looks hilarious.
What? Oh my god.
What is this?
Oh no.
Oh, this is gold. What the fuck? This is hilarious. Oh my god. I kind of want to watch that movie now, though.
The Indian Superman?
Yeah, man. The Indian
like
Superman
2 hours long.
Hilarious. Oh
Spider Girl. Oh my god.
What the fuck? Did you see that web shoot?
I am the spider girl. I'm here to save you.
I have Spider Girl. Spider Girl, not even man. This video is amazing. This is like a compilation of like rando. It's called Funny Superhero Ripoffs from around the world. This is freaking hilarious. Three giant men. Okay, now I can't stop watching this video. Oh my god, it's Captain America.
Mm-hmm. How much but he's not American.
Oh my god, he's from India.
They got like a better comic book accuracy costume than like our actual one.
Like his?
Yeah, look, looks like the comics.
Yeah, it looks like it's more classical, that's for sure.
Oh my god, look at the eyebrows.
Oh my god, this is hilarious. Scratchpad says this movie's better than The Witcher Blood Origin. That's what I said. This is like way more entertaining than Witcher Blood Origin. Like, I just want that. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Is that supposed to be the Red Skull?
I think so.
Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna read a couple more of this with this plays because this is hilarious. John Burns for $2.79 says, "You got Anna into dark matter, right, Nina?" No. See, John, the only reason I can't quite get her into dark matter is because it doesn't have an ending. So I can't be like, it's such a great show because it has such a great ending. It doesn't. It doesn't have an ending. Yikes. John Burns for $6.99. Thank you. Says, George, do you do everything the opposite? Hello. My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents. And this is and this gets in the girl. This, yep. Because he was honest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting way too distracted by that. Okay, Russell Hall for $2 says Rome, the last show from the guy who wrote Conan. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Why is Monica Rial trending?
Ooh, let us know. John Burns from $2.79 says if you enjoy Rome, check out Claudius. Okay, I will keep that in mind. And then for another $6.99, thank you so much, John Burns. Tonight you've been very generous. Great thing about the Cosby Show, no reboot. Oh my god, can you imagine?
I'd watch it.
Would you? Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, just to see the security guard in every single shot next to all the women holding all the drinks.
Like all the drinks are, all the women are just walking around like this.
Yeah, like oh my god,
that's fucking hilarious. Okay, let me see. John Burns for $2.79 says best way to pronounce Michael Caine. Michael Caine. That's fine.
I wonder how many movies has Michael Caine been in at this point?
Ooh, I don't know, a lot.
He's got to be in at least over 100 now. In everything.
A lot. By the way, Brian McCann, thank you for your membership message saying Taylor Daniel Luther was Superman Native American actor. Oh, as Superman. Okay, let me look this person up. I don't know who this person is. Oh, no. The guy from Twilight, Jacob.
Oh.
No, he's too old now. They want to do
Lautner?
Yeah, this guy. They want to
see what he looks like now?
Dude, they want to do young Superman. They can't cast this dude. He's old. No, I don't know what he looks like now. Let's see, 2022.
He just got like engaged to someone.
This chick?
I don't know.
This small ass fucking picture, man. Like,
yeah.
He still looks great.
Well, he got really fat for a while.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
But he lost the weight now.
It's funny. He used to be like the biggest thing in Hollywood when Twilight was out, and now nobody cares about him.
Mm-hmm. Wait, is this when he was fat? That's not.
No, he got like actually fat. But like, you know what's funny? Remember?
Oh my God.
No,
that's
just
just
a picture where he's ripped like with his shirt off. The one up to the side where he's Jacob. Okay. Remember when we thought that was like yoked, and now you look at the guys in Marvel, it's like, no, this is a guy that's not on steroids. Like that's how you tell. This is a guy that works out every day. Marvel movie guys are on fucking roids.
Totally. I mean, I'm trying to think like if Stephen Amell was on roids or not, or if he was natural, like when he was doing Arrow in season 1, like when he was doing the push-ups, man, that guy's like body was just fucking so amazing. I was like, damn. Do you remember that?
I didn't watch Arrow.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, girl, Arrow season 1 is actually so freaking good.
Peaches really likes it. He said though he likes all the flashback scenes better than the current stuff. But see, I never found this guy attractive.
Oh, you didn't? I thought he was extremely attractive.
He needs to be blonde.
Well, he's kind of like he's dirty blonde in the show. I can't find a good shirtless scene other than this one.
That looks like a cover of a romance novel.
It kind of does, right?
See that one. They always look like that. It's always like a hot shirtless guy.
Yeah.
Easy title.
Well, that's the one. Like this is when they used to know what their audience wanted. Like now it's like, fucking Team Arrow, kill me. Like, no, nobody gives a shit about fucking Team Arrow.
I bet you they, what did they kill off Black Canary? I think somebody was saying.
I don't remember if they did actually. I stopped watching that fucking show. No, they wanted to make up this whole fucking Black Canary show. I was like, nobody gives a shit about the fucking Black Canary anymore, man. We just liked Arrow. John Burns for 279 says the Mandela effect, like Nelson Mandela.
No, that was when we were talking about the island.
Yeah, I feel like that happened to me because I'm pretty sure The Island was an older movie, and now it's like I can't find it, and I'm like, but I remember watching this. Like I don't get it. Like I don't understand why this is happening to me right now. John Burns for 279 says Julia and Eric Roberts had some rivalry step sibs. Wait, I didn't even know that Eric Roberts was Julia Roberts' brother. Am I just cluing in on this now? Eric Roberts. Wow. I didn't know that. Did you know about Eric Roberts? I had no fucking clue. I had to Google him. Thank you, Wendy Stature. Thank you for the $10. Says, hi, ladies. Made my night saying you liked Frasier, my favorite series. I watch on repeat. I always felt it was underrated. Friends and Seinfeld got all the attention. No to the reboot. I agree. Oh my God, we're huge Frasier fans here.
Yeah, but I mean, Frasier had a longer run than Friends did.
That's true. And Frasier stayed good throughout the whole thing. Friends like totally fell off near the end. Like
I think that they just ended it because they're like, we've been doing it for so long, But the one thing that they did that annoyed me, which the first time I watched it, I hated it. How they just like wrote off. They just made Daphne get fat instead of just writing her pregnancy into it. Because that I think would have been a good thing. Like when she runs off on her wedding and I think they did a good job. They did an executive decision, but I was like, it would have been interesting to see if they would have just wrote the pregnancy into the show, like her and Niles just did it.
Yeah, like they had a one night stand and like they got pregnant.
Yeah, on the first try, and then it's like, oh my God. Or what if it was Donnie's baby?
Oh, that would have been crazy if it was Donnie's baby.
Yeah.
That would have been a little too crazy for that show at the time.
I think they could have made it work if it was Niles, because Niles like, I'm literally getting everything I ever wanted. I get Daphne, but then it's like that whole complicated, like we didn't even get a chance to date before we became parents.
Yeah. Do you remember that episode of like when Patrick Stewart was in it and he was playing that gay guy?
Last episode, and he's dating Frasier, and Frasier's like, I'm finally part of a power couple.
Yes.
But you're not gay.
Dude, because of that fucking episode and because of
Alistair is his name.
Yes. But dude, I thought that Patrick Stewart was gay for the longest time because of that episode and because I thought he was actually gay with Sir Ian McKellen. Like I actually thought they were gay together for like the longest time. And that was another Mandela effect thing that happened to me because I was like, I was sure this dude was gay. And then everyone was like, no, he's married. And I'm like, I still think
his wife is like 40 years younger than him.
I still think he's gay. I think like, he's one of those married people that like, had to get married for like the image. I'm just saying, I think Patrick Stewart is gay. I'm going to go out and say it like that.
I don't think.
I like Frasier's dog. Great actor. It wasn't Frasier's dog.
Eddie!
It was his dad's dog.
And Eddie's real name was Moose.
And there was like 2 different Eddies on there.
Yeah.
See, we know the show. I love that we know this show.
But one of the first Eddie is the other Eddie's dad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need another Eddie. So the first Eddie has scraggly hair, and the next Eddie doesn't.
See, like, what are they gonna do without Eddie in this? Like, they have to have Eddie. Like, it would
be Eddie 2. Like that would have to be or like Eddie 4 or 5.
Oh yeah, it would definitely
the episode where, oh my god, what Alice is like. Oh yeah, well, how old's your puppy when they're babysitting her when she's like 5? And he's like, oh yeah, he's just a puppy. And she's like, how old is he? And he's like, about 10. She's like, that's not a puppy. And the episode ends with him like, Eddie, and he kisses his head because he's like, he knows that Eddie is getting old.
He's old now. Yes. Oh my god, that was such a good episode. Man, I love Frasier. I need to rewatch Frasier. It's been like such a long time since I've seen it.
All the time. Well, whenever people ask for like advice, if they're going through something or they're depressed, I'm like, literally just watch Frasier.
It's so good.
Like they get into trouble a lot, but it's so good. It's funny, but Frasier actually does help people.
He does. He gives a lot of good advice. Dude, one of my favorite episodes is when like the diversity hire happens, like the black doctor, and she's not a doctor.
What? Not Dr. Rachel, but like Dr. something. And she's like, oh, I'm not a doctor, but you can call me that.
Yeah. And she like became the doctor. Oh my god, that was so good. Or like the one
everybody likes her better than him.
Yes, everybody loves her. Or like the other episode
Dr.
with
Mary. Yes,
Dr. Mary. Shane G got it. Excellent. I love that Shane G knows the show. Or like that episode where they're doing the murder mystery.
Oh, and he kills everyone. Niles like, fuck you.
It just starts popping. I'm going to kill this guy and this guy and this guy. It was like, oh my god.
Nightmare end.
Said the nightmare end. Oh my god.
And 9 minutes left.
And that guy, oh my god, what was his name? The guy that was doing all the sounds. And he was obsessed with Roz throughout the entire show.
Not Neil. The one that's like banned from he has a restraining order. William Shatner has a restraining order. Not Norm.
What? William Shatner has a restraining order on him?
In the show, because he's obsessed with Star Trek.
Yes. That
he teaches him Klingon instead of Hebrew.
Yes. Oh my god.
Not Bulldog.
Not Bulldog. No.
It's not Norm. It's oh my god, I'm gonna get it.
I know, it's like at the tip
I can't believe I forgot his name.
It's at the tip of my tongue.
Now or Neil.
Noel.
It
was Noel.
Yes. Okay, I knew it was an N.
Oh yeah, because you said Neil, and I was like, it's Noel. You're right. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Anna said Neil. And I was like, it's Noel, you're right.
It was a short one, ended with an L, and it started with an N. I was close.
You got it. You got it. Like as far as I'm concerned, you're the one that got it because you basically made me get it. Russell Hall for $2 says, I saw a Cosby reboot on Black and Yellow website. Oh God. I'm just gonna move right along. John Burns for $6.99 says Cracked did a video about math and TV shows. We find out that Cliff, the character Bill plays, was in 18 when he first saw his wife. She was 12 to 13. Wait, what are we talking about?
Cliff? You mean Cliff from Cheers?
Are we talking about Cheers?
That's the only Cliff I'm thinking of right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. John Burns, you don't have to pay. Just tell me what you're talking about. I think he is talking about that because we're talking
Cliff
about.
Isn't married. Cliff lives with his mom.
I don't know.
Oh, Cosby Show.
Oh, Cosby. Okay. That makes sense. See, I've never seen the Cosby Show.
You've never seen the Cosby Show?
No, I never saw the Cosby Show. You know why? The most interesting reason.
Because you're not from America?
No, I could have had a chance to watch it. It was always like on reruns. I just always rejected it because I thought Bill Cosby was creepy.
Oh.
I didn't like it. Like I think I blinked him or something because I was like, that guy really creeps me out. I don't want to watch the show. So I never watched it. And then years later, this whole thing came out about him, and I was like, I knew it. That motherfucker was sus. That's why I never watched it. For $2.79, thank you, John Burns says, I love when Now's dressed up as his father.
And he got drunk and the dad yelled at him.
Oh, so good. What did you think of that whole thing about Maris? Like, did you love that they never showed her?
I love that they could do entire shows like that now. It's brilliant writing. Because they Daphne was on an interview talking about it. She's just like, well, it just kept getting so ridiculous that we're like, we really can't cast anyone as Maris. Like,
Yeah.
who to play that?
Because of the way they were describing her, she just sounded like just the most awful person that looks really fucked up.
It was
like
such
super
a good gag.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good. They don't do that kind of stuff anymore. The John Beckford too says Eddie, Ed F, Ed G, Ed H, Ed I. Yeah, like the different variations. Thank you guys also so much for all the super chats, and thank you, Anna, for being here for so long to hang out with me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Anna, what do you got coming up next? Tell everyone where they can find you.
I think I'm gonna do a painting stream tonight. I need to get 100 done, Nina. I need to.
Okay, she's gonna do it, guys. I took her away from her painting. I took you away from your painting. And I really appreciate you coming on here to hang out with me tonight. But you guys, okay, so here's the thing. Tomorrow, there's going to be a special Breaking the Narrative because I'm going to have another amazing guest on. I'm going to have Robert Barnes on tomorrow. So I'm going to do the main political stuff tomorrow with Robert Barnes. Come to hang out with me, 10 Eastern, right here on this channel. Me and Robert Barnes going to hang out and talk about weird stuff. And then go to Anna's channel. Wait, is this going to be Anna's channel or Cecil's channel?
So Cecil and John are both out of town this week. So it's going to be the Jack Show with just me and Kelsey.
No way. That's rare.
I also think I'm closing my calendar tomorrow or the next.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. But so tomorrow, at some point, I'm going to be streaming with Carmaxla on her YouTube channel. I'm going to be explaining oil paint supplies to her and how to use them because she's getting into oil painting.
That's amazing.
I have to do a painting stream tomorrow as well. And then tomorrow sometime I have the Jack Show.
Okay. So yeah, later at night though, Jack Show is usually around 10:30, 11-ish. I think
it starts at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I think that's 11 p.m.
That's 11 Eastern. Yeah. So Jack Show on Kelsey's channel, Comics Kelsey. with Anna, that Star Wars girl. That's amazing. I'm definitely going
maybe
to tune in.
Ethan and Shane. I don't know, but
I'm sure other people will join at some point. But
Yeah.
that's really cool though. That's going to be on Kelsey's channel and just you and Kelsey. Where's John at?
John's brother is having a baby. So
Oh.
John has apparently left the state to go hang out with his brother while his brother's wife has a baby.
That's rare for him to leave the state.
I know. I was like, is this his first baby? And he's like, no. And it's like, okay. And he's like, I'm going to go hang out with my brother while he has a baby. And I was like, all right. I guess that's an excuse.
While he has a baby, no, his wife has a baby. Okay.
Like
he,
John's going to sit in the waiting room with his brother.
That's great. I hope that the baby is healthy and happy, and well, it's not gonna be happy, it's gonna be crying. But just healthy and in good everything. When's the baby coming? Like soon or
the due date is tomorrow.
Wow, so it might be like a New Year's baby.
Yeah, so they said, or I guess it already was the due date, but they're like, if it's not naturally born by tomorrow, then they're gonna do the scheduled C-section for the next day.
Ooh,
so
that sucks. I hope it comes out just fine and she's gonna be okay. John Burns for
my sister's birthday.
Sorry?
Tomorrow's my sister's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to your sister. That's close to New Year's. My mom's birthday is on New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah.
New Year's Eve, baby.
So she gets a party for her birthday every year.
Yeah, she does. Like a massive party.
Everyone's celebrating it.
Everybody.
In the world.
Yeah, like everywhere. Sean Burns of 279 says Nara stolen from Cheers. Norm talked about wife.
A lot of characters though were talked about. Like Cliff's mom was talked about. But the whole thing, like, because Maris will be there. Like Maris is at parties with them, but nobody ever sees her. Like, oh yeah, he's like, she's over there at the champagne. Da-da-da.
Yeah, I mean, so was Frasier's wife. I forget her name.
Lilith.
Lilith. That crazy bitch. Oh my god, she was.
She
nuts.
actually shows up, but
yeah, she was in the original show though. Like she was in Cheers.
No, remember the episode where like they give her a makeover and her and Frasier are on the TV together, and they pan over to him and he's like, because she's all hot, and they're like flirting with each other on air.
I was
so funny
screaming when she slept with Niles. Like I was like screaming. I was like, I can't believe that this fucking happened. I was like dying when that happened.
But they said it was like the way that they explained it was like, oh yeah, like your husband left you for a man, and like my lady's leaving me, and like we both, even the
it made sense.
Guys that we thought we could never get or never wanted us. So
yeah. I mean, it made sense, but I was screaming though. I was like, I can't believe
her sleeping with Niles. It was gross. Yeah, 100%. That was weird.
It was fucking weird. And I was like, why would you do this, Niles? You went from one crazy bitch to another. Like, she's fucking nuts.
That's why not Brittany. Is her name, what is her name in real life?
Oh, I forget.
Is it Jane? Anytime I think a girl's name is something, it's either Brittany, Ashley, Amanda. Those are the 3 top names I think of.
I don't know.
What the fuck is her name?
Lilith, like Lilith, BB or something.
BB. I knew it started with a B.
Yeah, BB Newirth. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so I was right. It started with a B. I was kind of right.
No,
I'm
so bad with names.
They're real names, but I mean, she was in a lot of stuff. Well, even Data was on Frasier. Remember, he meets her on the plane, and he's all super pale.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, man,
that would be so funny if she's the guy that she remarries him, and then like in the Frasier reboot, he's on it.
That he's on there. It could happen because I mean,
they're gonna look so bad.
They're so old now. Is she gonna be in it too? I don't know.
She better be in it.
I don't know if she's announced, like, because I've heard basically they're all coming back, but I haven't seen her. Like, that's the only person that I haven't. Like, I know Niles is coming back, Daphne's coming back, Frasier's coming back. Oh yeah, she's still alive. She is, because I'm looking at her thing right now. Wait. Like
Will they have Simon on it too?
Probably. Oh
Like,
my God.
Simon's just like,
Simon was
what
so
if
funny.
Simon got me too? And so that's his whole thing. That would be so fucking funny.
That would be so funny.
He's just like, oh, I'm just British, and what's wrong with popping a couple pills into a broad's drink?
Oh my God. Dude, you know, like Daphne's mom is still alive too. Like
Oh my
she might
God.
be in it because she's still doing TV. Like she was doing Grace and Frankie just like a year ago. She's 63, BB. So
How
yeah,
old is Frasier?
he's older.
I know.
What was his name again? Oh God, not Frasier. The actor's name. What was his actor's name?
Frasier, Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer. Thank you. I'm looking up his name or his age. He is.
Wasn't Renee Odo on Frasier? Yeah, he was. He was
67.
Frasier's mentor, and he died. Well, he died in real life.
He's 67.
Do we really want to see 70-year-old Frasier hitting on women?
But that's why I think it's gonna be like he's gonna be the dad. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he's the granddad. Like
Well,
he's
even Marty was hitting. Well, Marty's like the actor was only like 11 years older than Frasier.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it doesn't make sense. He's not that old. But oh my God, what about? Remember the episode where Frasier wants to like date the chick at the opera house, and so they set the dad up with
Yes,
the uncle.
Yes,
that was so good.
That was so good. That was the gay uncle too. Like he was gay, right? Or am I getting the other episode wrong?
No, the chick that Frasier liked, her mom liked Martin, and he pretended to be gay so he didn't have to date her.
That's right. That's what it was. He
would
pretended to be
for our
gay.
uncle, and so they bring the uncle over, and he's like,
Yeah.
I have 3 Jack Russells at home, all
Yes.
girls.
Oh my God. See, they did like homosexuality in that show like so well. And you know, I never knew that Niles was gay, like the actor.
I know. That's the crazy thing. He's
like,
so
what?
good at being in love with Daphne.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
they
was
always joke about him
shocked.
being gay.
No, I was shocked when I found out he was gay in real life. I was like, "There's no way!" Like he was in love with Daphne.
I know.
Like, that was acting.
Well, see, that was another thing with Neil Patrick Harris. I mean, of course, everyone knew Neil Patrick Harris was gay, but he was like the womanizer on the show.
Yep. And he was great at it. Like he was so good as Barney. But like it's fucking weird, man. John Burns for 270. Oh, we got that one. Thank you. What? The best something?
Niles was the real G of the show.
He was.
The Beast 808.
Yeah. The Beast.
No, Niles was awesome.
I loved Niles' character. So good. Just all the characters, man. Like that episode where he finally gets her. Like I was like, it was just so good.
Your wedding night too. Yeah. Well, Niles is actually a great therapist or psychiatrist. Like whenever he actually is like, when they take a minute from being humorous to being serious, he's fucking great at his job.
He's better than Frasier. Well, to me anyway, because like Frasier is Freudian and he's young, and I'm more of a youngin than Freudian. So I like
people.
Yeah, so I like his therapy better. I love how he like would always make fun of Frasier about being like a phone therapist or whatever.
Yeah,
and he's like, you don't have a real practice.
And he's like, you wouldn't even, how would you even last in like private practice? But even the episode with BB and like her quit smoking, and Niles is like, oh no, but BB, wait 1 minute, and she's like,
oh my God, I love BB. Oh my God, she was the best. I totally forgot about her.
In your eyes, she'll steal your soul.
You're the devil.
See, this is a great show, and they're gonna ruin it.
I know. We just spent like an hour talking about Frasier. I can't like. I haven't talked about Frasier with anyone like forever. Like
it's a
nobody
good show.
Watches Frasier. The John Beckford too says first tip for that show from this Viva Barnes fan. Oh, yay! Thank you. It's going to be amazing to talk to Barnes tomorrow. Russell Hall for $2. In other words, it's an A show tomorrow.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, because Kelsey probably won't show up. It's on his channel.
Kelsey's gonna show up. If he knows it's gonna be just you two, he's gonna show up.
That was the joke last week.
He's gonna show up. He's gonna show up. Phil Hartman died. News Radio went to the awards show. David Hyde Pierce, Niles won. They're walking out. David Foley was asked. He answered, "I don't know what else Phil can do with this." Poor Phil Hartman. I felt so bad for him when he died. That was such a good show too. Have you ever seen News Radio?
Mm-mm.
News Radio was great with Phil Hartman. You might like it. I don't know if you would actually. Maybe. You're weird, so I can never tell what you would like. But I think you would like it. I do. I think you would like it. Especially the years with Phil Hartman. Joe Rogan was on that show. That's how you got to start. Thor Odinson for $4.99 says Jung Freud is that like an East Coast, West Coast thing? Well, it kind of is, yeah, like in the psych world. John Burns for $2.79. Jane Lynch was amazing therapist in 2.5 Men. I don't know that.
That's Daphne. That's Daphne's name.
Okay. I don't remember like 2.5 Men though. I never watched 2.5 Men. Did you?
Yeah, I watched some of it. Not like consistently. Like I've seen episodes here and there. And I definitely didn't watch any where Charlie Sheen wasn't in.
Like the ones that he left. Oh my God, are you going to check out like the 90s show?
Oh, I don't know. I've seen like pictures. Could you please get Donna a better wig? My cosplay wigs are better than the wig that they have Donna in.
I haven't seen her. Like, you've seen pictures of her now? Like,
yeah, they posted pictures of them, and Kitty looks exactly the same.
Yeah, Kitty looks great.
Tess looks great.
Let me see that 90s show. I gotta check out this picture now.
Well, there's Donna and Eric sitting on like the car again, and Donna has the worst fucking wig.
Okay, let me see. Where's this picture at? What? All I see is their old pictures.
Oh, Jane Lynch was the blonde lesbian boss. Okay, isn't Daphne's real name Jane? Am I crazy?
Let me check. Daphne from
it's Jane and it starts with an L.
It's Jane. Yeah, Jane Leaves.
There you go. I was close.
Yeah. Man, you're good at names, Anna. I don't remember anybody's name.
I did an interview and I totally butchered. He randomly threw a pop quiz at me at the end, and he's like, "What's the voice actress of Harley Quinn?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know."
Yeah, I don't fucking know that. Like, nobody knows that.
Well, he's like, "You have a painting of Harley Quinn behind you." I was like, my chat picked out that I was going to paint Harley, not me. I don't fucking know. I know Kevin Conroy. That's about it.
Dude, I do not remember anybody's name. Like, I'll remember character names, but like, barely. But I don't remember like, people's actual names, like actors and stuff like that. Why can't I find this image that you're talking about?
I only remember names if I watch like interviews with them. So I was watching when the actor that played Martin died, like Daphne was on like some kind of interview. It was like Good Morning America or something. She was doing, it was for something else, but then they mentioned, they're like, "Oh, so like the Frasier reboot, like, would you do it if they asked you to?" And she's like, "Oh," she's like, "Well, she's like, I've only heard the rumors, but it wouldn't be the same without Martin or without whatever his real name was."
Well, I can understand that. Yeah, I can't find those pictures. I can only see Red and Kitty, which they look really good. Like Red and Kitty look great, but I haven't seen like Donna and Eric and I don't think Hyde's even gonna be in it.
I don't think he can be in anything right now.
No, I don't think so. Mila Kunis is gonna be in it though. I am excited to see her. And the other dude, yeah. Michael. I love that show. That was a good show too. Okay, I think we're all caught up with Super Chat. So okay, one last plug. Anna, what are you doing next? You're going to our art channel, right?
Yeah, I have to. I have to paint at least one tonight. I have to.
Okay, everybody go to Anna's art channel. The link is in the description. Anna, thank you so much for joining me. Everybody in the chat, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you. Extra thank yous for the super chats. Jane Leaves was a Hills Angel on Benny Hill. Oh, okay. Plug, not a Christmas tree one. Russell Hall, get your mind out of the gutter. We are going to be hanging out again at some point really soon. Most likely one of the Sundays on Chrissy Mayer's channel. So make sure you're subscribed to there because we hang out on there for Simcast. Again, extra thank yous for the super chats and memberships. If you became a member, if you gifted memberships, extra thank you. You guys are fantastic. Join me tomorrow night at 10 Eastern for an interview with Robert Barnes. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. Bye, everybody.